You guys are probably wondering why we started a little late. It's because LeBron James is the best Olympian alive.
Still, Ron?
Well, the reason why is because he has been selected as the flag bearer for USA. Not just the basketball team, but everything. I mean, they would surely have to choose the best Olympian to do that, right? Right, Mars?
Well, the best U.S. Olympian, possibly, yeah. Not the best Olympian, because Giannis is doing it for Greece. So,
yes,
Giannis the best Olympian alive?
I heard that Greece was actually considering using LeBron to bear their flag, too.
I mean, one would argue the country that founded the Olympics, them having Giannis as their flag bearer is more impactful than America having LeBron. But
considering
whatever allows you to get your little glaze off is cool. But I'm just saying, Giannis is doing it for Greece too. So
yeah, considering yes,
yeah.
it did.
But LeBron is a very he's a solid player. I was talking to him in the Telegram group chat yesterday. I can't name 50 players better than LeBron to ever play basketball. So like
to ever play?
Yeah. That's
50?
Yeah, I can't do that. So of all of human history, you in the top 50. I mean,
that's pretty impressive, Mars.
And he's 39, so he's still doing it. Yeah, he's not the best Olympian alive though. Simone Biles gonna be in the Olympics, right? She better than him for sure.
Yes.
So yeah, he's not the best alive, but maybe the best. Not even the best basketball alive, but like
not even the best basketball alive. Mars don't.
You know, Jokic gonna be in the Olympics, right? You know, Giannis gonna be in the Olympics, right?
Yes, he is.
You know they better than him at basketball, right?
I don't know right now. LeBron is looking like the best player on the FIBA stage right now.
Ron,
that's what I mean about recency bias.
Oh my goodness, Ron! First of all, Ron, the training camp just opened up for the Olympics 3 weeks ago, right? And in the process of that, we see James doing what he's doing for 3 weeks. Now, all of a sudden, he's the best player on the planet in 3 weeks. Can we relax, Ron?
Chill. I don't think you want to chill. I don't think you want to go down this road with me right now.
I 100% want to go down this road with you, Ron. And the reason why
I'm gonna send you back down this road with your tail tucked between your legs. I'm telling you, you better stop. You better stop while you're ahead right now.
I would love to go down this road, Ron. I would, because again, we talking about a dude who, at 39 years old, all of a sudden was barely a top 10 player in the NBA, barely a top 10 player. Outside of some other dudes who thinks he's still a top 5 player, but barely a top 10 player. But in 3 weeks, he goes from that to being the best player on the Olympic team. And now, for all intents and purposes, is he the best player in the NBA again, Ron? Is that what we're doing?
This is all I know. Amongst other top 10 players that he's played against and with, played against Jokic, playing with Embiid, playing with Steph, played against Shea. He's playing with Jason Tatum. Shall I keep going? Anthony Edwards.
Sure.
KD hasn't played yet. Fair. But amongst all of this, in every game, he's looked like the best player. At least the last 3 for sure. But Mars, leading Team USA in scoring, leading them in assists, leading them as the leader that he is as well, leading them in aura. For whatever that's worth. But chill.
Make sure we put the aura part in there. Yeah,
my big thing, though, chill, is I gotta go by your logic. You pounded this logic into everybody. The chat, all the panelists, the chill with chill constituents, your neighbors. Best player on the best team? Jason Tatum?
I don't know if I know where you're going with this.
So the Celtics are the best team in the NBA, right?
Okay.
And Jason Tatum's their best player, right?
Well, there's a difference between playing the best and being the best player. Jason Tatum actually is the best player on that Boston Celtic team. LeBron James, is he the best player on this team, or is he playing the best right now?
So you're going to try to Jaylen Brown him now?
I'm not Jaylen Brown and him. No, absolutely not. Bron, do this for me. If you look at LeBron James today, right? If you look at LeBron James today in 2024, in the summer in 2024, you look at his game today and you rewind the clock and look at him. Let's just go as recent as 2021. What kind of is there a difference between the athletes? Not his game, just the athletes alone.
What do you mean?
So 2021 James and 2024 James. If you look at those two guys, and like I said, Ron, I don't want to go back 10, 15 years. I just want to stay recent. 2021 James and 2024 James. Just the athlete alone. Is there a difference in those two guys?
It's a considerable difference.
A considerable difference. So with that being said, how is he doing what he's doing? I'm doing what I'm doing off the strength that I'm just smarter than the rest of you dudes. Not because I could run faster, I could jump higher, my ball handling is much better, I'm way more skilled. No, because I've slowed down considerably as an athlete. So the stuff that
he's still faster than damn near everyone. He still jump higher than damn near everyone.
I don't know about that, Mars.
He might not, but remember what LeBron used to be is maybe the best athlete ever. But what he is now is still maybe one of the 10 best athletes in the NBA. He's still that level of athlete. He's not Giannis, but he might be the next rung down from Giannis and Zion and them. Like, that's how athletic he still is. That's how high he was. He's just falling, and he still just fell to, now I'm just one of the best instead of just undoubtedly the best. That's just the bar he set. So
I can get with that. Yes, I can definitely get with that. And that substantiates my point that how much better he is in terms of him being smart, because I'm not the athlete that I used to be when it was this and it was everybody else, right? Well, now it's more like it's this, but because I'm smarter than the rest of you dudes, and a lot of you younger guys like Jason Tatum, like Anthony Edwards, have caught up to me athletically because I'm old, not because you guys are bigger, faster, stronger. No, it's because I'm older. But because I'm smarter, I still can outplay a lot of people just off that alone. Now, does that make him the best player on the team today? No. But does that make him one of the best players on the team? Yes.
Sure, he literally has looked. If we went through all the games, watched all the film, which we have,
right, he
has consistently looked like the best player on the team. The last two games, it was undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
It was undeniable. He was the best. And this is also what I'm saying on Chill. You just said just because he's not as athletic, Chill, basically what you're saying is just because he's not as athletic as he was, that he can't be the best player on the team. Last time I checked, there's a couple guys that aren't that athletic. They're just smarter than everybody.
Right.
Hello. Hi, Team Serbia.
Right.
But that guy is better than LeBron. But yeah.
I'm just talking about the reason why he's better than everybody is because he is 10 steps ahead of everybody.
Well, one of the main reasons.
He's skilled, but he's up top.
And I could get with that logic too, Ron. But one of the main reasons why he was so much better than everybody else was because of the athlete that he is. Now that's dropped.
Chill.
One of the main reasons. I want to make sure I'm clear, Ron. One of the main, not the sole reason, but one of the main reasons why he was just so much better than everybody else. Because how much more athletic that he was. A lot of people forget. Like, we're talking about LeBron James in 2024. We forget 2009 James, right? We forget 2011 James, the dude who looked like he was on fast forward and everybody else was just on regular speed. We forget that dude. So the dude we see today, we're just looking at a guy who's still athletic, but it's clearly a step down just 3 years ago from what he used to be. And that's what at least me specifically, that's what I'm used to. I'm used to the guy 2015, 2013, 2016, supremely athletic. And the fact that he is smarter than everybody and the fact that his athletic ability has slowed down tells me a lot about how awesome he used to be. That's what it's telling me more than anything.
Chill, why are you still stuck in the past? It's not 2018 no more.
No, it is not.
We are looking where the LeBron James we're looking at is the LeBron James we're looking at.
Yes.
Whether he took 1 step down or 10 steps down, he still is who he is. And you know who that is, Chill? The best player in the Olympics, Mars. Yes, in the Olympics.
I'm just trying to make sense, Ron, of like we got Thanos, we got Thor, we got Captain America, we got Gambit, we got the Incredible Hulk, we got Batman, we got Iron Man, we got Wolverine. Why we got to call Dr. Xavier to save us? Why do we have to do that? Why do we have to call an old man to save us? Don't get me wrong, Ron. When you get on a crew like this with this collection of talent, what's going to happen is, like, we all ain't lead singers. One of us got to get on the microphone in the back and dance. 2 of us have to do that. We all can't be on the microphone at the same time. But at what point do you guys actually step up and show, all right, I'm this good? Like, why do we have to call an old man? I'm too old for this. This is his 4th Olympics. Don't get me wrong, he's still awesome. And 2 things can be true. But why do I still have to call on him to be this when we have all this other stuff? We have all these younger guys.
Because he's still that guy. That's why.
I think it's fairly simple.
Like, I feel like LeBron, he's getting into the territory where he's been around so long. And other than the people who are just in denial about his decline, he's clearly declining. Like, that's clear. He's clearly declining.
Right.
But even though he's declining, what I think we have to acknowledge, and what I think it becomes difficult to differentiate, is LeBron set the standard so high for how good he was. If whether you want to pick 2009 as the best he ever was because that's his athletic peak, or the Heat days, 2012, 13, whatever, because that's when he was playing elite defense and elite offense at the same time, or you want to pick 2017, 2018, or whatever, because that's where his offense was just at all-time highs, or if you want to go ahead and pick 2020, because that's when his mind for the game was just at its sharpest, and he was just dictating games at a level that maybe no one has ever done. Because he set that standard so high, we're seeing the decline, and we're then holding it further against LeBron. Whereas if this was just a regular player, if this was James Jones playing like LeBron, people would be like, this guy's a top 5 player in the world. Like, if it was just James Jones, this level of athlete, this level of decision maker, this level of playmaker, this level of finisher, shooting 40% from 3 in the NBA, shooting elite in this international tournament from 3. If this was just James Jones, they'd be like, there's not 5 players better than this guy. Mm-hmm. This guy's better than Steph Curry. He's better than Anthony Davis. He's better than Shea. He's better than Jason Tatum. That's what people would be saying. But because he's LeBron and you know what he used to be 4 years ago, and you see the stark difference in what he was and what he is, it's like, how can he be better than this guy when this is what he used to be? But what he is now is still better than what that guy is now. It's just that what he used to be was so much better that now he doesn't look like he's much of an outlier. So I feel like LeBron's getting like a disservice in terms of how good he is now because he was so great before. He's still not just as great, but he's still one of those guys.
Sure.
There's no way you can tell, other than the top 4. I've told you, I've got my top 4. Jokic, Giannis, Luka, and Embiid. Those 4 are the 4 best players in the world. I don't care the order. Those 4 are those 4. Other than those guys, if someone says, hey, any given night, LeBron the 5th best player in the world, I'm about to argue with them. Now, do I agree? I don't know. But any given night, LeBron might be the 5th best player in the world. And in a tournament like this, because I think over an 82-game season, and that's where it gets tricky. I think I've had to come to this realization. I don't know when it happened, but I just realized I made this realization. And then ever since, I've just been following that idea. There's a difference between a better NBA player and a better basketball player. Not all better basketball players are in the NBA. Not all better NBA players are better basketball players than other people. LeBron James might be a better basketball player than a lot of guys. Now, can he do it every night for 82 games and the postseason? Probably not. When LeBron James is locked in on defense, is he still a very good defender? Yes. But can he be locked in on defense over a 40-minute stretch of a game and then across 82 games and then across a playoff series? No. So in terms of what he produces on a night-to-night basis in the NBA, I think it's fair to say he's not a top 5 player in the world because he doesn't give you that consistent energy on defense. There's sometimes he takes plays off on both sides of the floor, all because he has to preserve himself. But when you spread out the games and you don't have to play every night and you don't have an 82-game schedule and you only have a 6-game schedule, there's not many guys that would take over LeBron. Are you telling me I get arrested LeBron, a guy who only has to play 20, 23 minutes a game because we got a bunch of superstars around him, and I just get the best version of LeBron for those 23 minutes?
At this stage,
he might be not the best. I'm not going that far, but he's up there. Like, if you're telling me I don't have to worry about sustainability, so less minutes, less games on the schedule, more help, he can still do just as much as anyone else can do. He's that good.
It sounds like Bron is better than Joel, Luka, and Jokic. From what you're saying, you know, with the taking nights off, you know, not playing defense, sustainability with health. You know what I'm saying? Bron might still be the best player in the NBA.
You left out Giannis, but
yeah. Left out Giannis,
but I think if someone said
from what you're saying, I think he might still be better than Luka Jokic and Joel.
And that's the reason. And
if someone said one game elimination, game 7, you can have any player in the league.
It'd be hard to pass.
I think if someone said, even today, I'm taking LeBron, I don't think anyone's looking at them sideways. If you just told them one game, let me get LeBron. Now, do I necessarily agree? Probably. I might take Jokic. I might take. Would I take Luka? I don't know. I might take Jokic. I might take Giannis. I might take someone else. But LeBron is in that tier of player. Right. You're just telling me minimize the amount of games, minimize the amount of minutes I have to play. LeBron is still at that level where any given night he can play on that level. It's just because of his age and other elements, he can't do it over a prolonged period of time for 8 months at a time. But he can do it on any given night. And I think that's what we failed to realize.
I think these youngsters should be ashamed of themselves. I think these youngsters should just be ashamed. Like, how does this dude got to save you like this? 11 straight points, Germany on your ass, and you got to call on Grandpa James to come and save you. It's sickening. And I was completely wrong. I was 100% wrong. I said this over a year ago. I actually remember we was talking about this the other week. I rewatched the episode where I was like, man, Bron need to stay home. KD need to stay home. All these guys need to stay home. Well, thank God Bron didn't stay home. I'm in shock when I still watch this dude put his cape on and be a superhero the way he does it. I mean, I've seen it. And to Mars's point, like, yeah, he doesn't do it for 82. You can tell the age. He runs out of gas a little bit. The past 2 playoffs, he kind of, he's not all there. But on any given night, Bron is the best player in the NBA. According to what Mars just said, I know Mars got his power 4. That power 4 has all the flaws that Bron has.
Except the age.
Not in combination. Across the 4 of them, like Joel has the availability, Luka has the defensive effort, Jokic has questions about his defensive effort consistently, but they don't have all 3.
But even
Giannis has the availability. Giannis has the ability too. But none of them have all of them. LeBron has all 3.
Did Dion tell y'all or did Dion tell y'all? Dion told us. Yo, Dion was spitting. The whole time we up here like, man, shut up, man, shut up. The whole chat.
Nah, I was in it. Remember, I was an enabler.
You was an enabler.
You are an enabler. You're a habitual, Ron. You're a habitual enabler. You're a habitual enabler.
You can't admit
Ticket come up here, spit the truth. Oh, Ron just letting Ticket ramble. He was spitting the truth.
You was enabling Jason Kidd, Drew Holiday talks, man. You was an enabler.
What's the mark? What's the mark of being a top 5 player? What's at the? If you had to list off some things. Okay, this is what makes me a top 5 player. What's at the top of that list?
Top 5 NBA player or basketball player?
Okay, we're talking, right? You just said 2 different things.
Because they're playing FIBA right now. They're playing international.
So the international game is way different, right? And I will argue that James right now, in a 3-week span, is playing the best of all of these guys. I won't argue that, Moss. No, you will not give me to argue that. But when we're talking about in the NBA, when you're talking about in the NBA.
Yes.
Being a top 5 player, what's at the top of that list?
Consistency, I'd say.
And that's the reason why James is no longer there. For that reason, right there, what you just said, consistently bringing it every night. It's not that he doesn't have it in terms of his skill set. I physically can't do what I used to be able to do. So
what about Joel Embiid? He is unanimously a top 5 player, and he doesn't bring it every night. Even when he's available,
he's not unanimously top 5.
I was about to say that, Mars.
No, the consensus on Embiid is very low. I'm like the last person saying Embiid.
Mars is in the Embiid camp. I'm not. He's made of glass, Ron.
Yeah, Embiid isn't in a lot of people's top 5.
You're looking at Ron. Yes, Ron. You're looking at Embiid. You're looking at.
I got it.
Oh no, PC might have him top 5. I'm talking about the outside basketball community. You go on Twitter, they hate him. Sure. The internet hates Joel Embiid, despises him.
Ron, you're looking at Joel Embiid. You're looking at Joel Embiid.
Internet though. Like, and that's why. No, I get that. I'm saying that's why we're a little different here at Players' Choice, because we're able to evaluate and look through just casualness and stuff like that. We factor in the eye test. We factor in stats. We factor in analytics. We factor in just
This eye testing, we got to get to the bottom of that
basketball
too, IQ. I watched a really good documentary a couple of days ago, Ox, and I watched the documentary about people falsely imprisoned. With people being falsely imprisoned, this woman, she ID'd her assaulter. She said, "This is the guy." She saw him. He did 20 years in jail. He's in jail for 20 years. They went back, got the DNA. Turns out this wasn't the guy. Your eyes tell you something, and you have to be right. Your eyes lie to you, though. Just because you see something, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the case. Ron, you looking at Joel Embiid, and you looking at the skill set. You looking at how good he is in his mid-range. What you're not looking at is you're not looking at how consistent he is. You're not looking at when he is not effective as an offensive player, how consistent he is at other things, because that stuff matters. When you're talking about being a top 5 player, when you're talking about being a top 10 player, do you bring it every night? You just looking at his skill set and how good he is at handling the basketball. You looking at how good he is in shooting in the mid-range. Does he bring that every night? Can I depend on Joel Embiid every night, night in and night out, to be that? No, I can't depend on him to be that. I can't.
He did get the MVP award last season, right? And he was on track to win the MVP this season, right?
Damn.
Sure. It was dominant. It was going to be unanimous, but
yes.
Last year, you could say maybe he shouldn't have got it. Whatever, he still got it, and he still performed at a very, very, very high level.
Yeah,
to me, he deserved it. This year, if it wasn't for that midseason injury, and what we got in the beginning of the season out of Joel Embiid was nothing short of spectacular. When Joel plays, Joel is unstoppable. Well, it's not. You guys can't seriously come up here and say that you have 5 players better than
it's the same with Kawhi, but we can't keep doing that.
No,
we can't keep doing that. Availability is an ability. You can't keep doing that, right? Like it's because the only reason I'm saying you can't keep doing that is because it's a consistent thing with Joel. If Joel just would have got hurt once, it'd be like, yeah, if he wouldn't have got hurt that time, he would have did this. But he gets hurt every time.
He came in broken, Ox. He came into the game broken.
Right.
Every single time.
I feel like the availability
every
thing
single
is,
time.
Joel's this year he wasn't. This is the first time in a few years that Joel's missed substantial time. The issue with Joel hasn't been availability. It's been the fact that he's been hurt while playing. That's the
difference. He's a playoff dropper because of it, right, Mars?
That's fine.
And that's crazy. That's crazy coming from you, Mars.
I'm with you. I'm just saying I don't think availability is the problem. I think the problem is he's playing through injuries and then his performance suffers. But he's available to play. If anything, he probably shouldn't be playing the games that he's playing.
That's what I was about to ask you.
So I don't think availability is the issue. For Kawhi, availability is the issue.
What do we call that? What do we call that? Playing, he plays hurt all the time, so he's
injury prone. But he's available.
Right. Okay.
Sometimes the availability actually hurts him because he's underperforming in the playoffs because he's hurt. But if he didn't play, people wouldn't be as hard on him in his player performances because you wouldn't see him play poorly. Like
he's clearly hobbled. Clearly, he's hobbled.
So that's the issue. He's injury prone. I wouldn't say he's unavailable. Apart from this year, he was unavailable.
Yeah, because I see that in the chat. That's a fact. I held on to Kawhi for a long time. I was in denial for a minute. Okay, I came to my senses after this year. Like, all right, damn, I can't do this no more. Okay, but since I did that with Kawhi, I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna do that with Joel Embiid. All right, he's hurt too much, and he's just I can't put Joel in the top 3, top 5 conversation because he's always hurt in the playoffs. So he's a playoff dropper. And I mean, if Julius Randle gets all that type of talk for being a playoff dropper, we gotta do the same thing with Joel Embiid. And I just can't do it. And then just going back to the LeBron conversation we're having, if we're gonna do this with all these top guys, the lack of defense from Jokic and Luka is just as egregious. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of focused on the LeBron conversation right now.
Sure, me too.
And I'm not putting these dudes ahead of Bron, and it might just be because of what I just seen him do, and so maybe it's just fresh on my mind, and I'm reminded, and I'm having flashbacks. Man,
and what he'll do, and
crazy,
and what crazy. And that's exactly what'll happen, Ox. What he'll do is he'll remind you of how good I used to be, and that I still can do it.
He still is, though.
Well, this is the difference.
Just not on a night-to-night basis.
Yes,
that's
not,
the point.
Yes, okay.
This is how good I used to be consistently, not how good I used to be, period. Because I still on a Tuesday I can drop 40. I can still on a Wednesday night give you 25 and 13. I could still do that. I just can't do that every night. But because you see him do it over a 3-week span in the Olympics, automatically James still got the goods. And on top of that, the fact that he's doing it with who he's doing it with. It's not like he's doing it with a bunch of okay players. He's doing it with Jason Tatum. He's doing it with Joel Embiid. He's doing it with Anthony Edwards. He's doing it with Steph Curry. He's doing it with all of these guys. And immediately the logic is, yo, this dude is still the best player on the planet. But when we see him in January, where from the middle of December to January, he has a lull in his game or he's been injured and the dog days of the NBA season has slowed him now. James doesn't have it anymore. Well, this has always been the case because he's older now. It's just you saw that 3-week span, you saw that month span in the Olympics, and you thought that this is who he really is. No, he's that only for that specific time.
What's the kid's name? What's the kid's name? The runner that made that.
Noah Lyles.
Noah Lyles.
Noah Lyles. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a page out of his book right now and say best basketball player in the world because he's doing it against the best in the world. So what he does between December, January, and February, that's just in the NBA. Who cares about that? You know
but
we're talking about against the world.
What I'm saying though is like we still acting like LeBron just had a mediocre season.
Right.
He acting like he didn't play 71 games. No, he played 71 games. We're talking about unavailability. He played 71 games. He averaged 25 points over those 71 games, 8 assists over those 71 games, 7 rebounds over those 71 games. He shot 54 from the field and 41 from 3. I don't really think that that's anything to frown on, like at all.
Did you see that super chat right there?
I don't think it's anything. I don't think
you're lying. Luka did not.
I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything to frown on either, Ron. I won't argue that, but it's based on who he used to be, and that's who I'm used to seeing. And the fact that he doesn't have that anymore on a consistent basis, and when he shows it like he did in the Olympics, it kind of goes back to, damn, this is how good he used to be. Remember how fast he used to be. Remember how high he used to jump. Remember how strong he was. Even though, I mean, at 39 years old, I'm watching him run down the gut and get N1 dunks. I'm like, wait a minute, what's am I in the Matrix? What's going on? What am I watching? This doesn't make much sense to me. But when the season starts, I'm going to expect to see that on the regular, even though I know that that's not realistic. I know it's not.
All right, y'all. We are going to transition right now. We'll get back to Bron because we got to start bench cut later with who I believe is the 3 best USA players of all time. And then also, I want to do a USA draft too. I want to see who's you guys' best all-time USA team. So we'll get to that a little later in the show. I do got some super chats now, but before I do that, y'all know the drill. Like the video, subscribe, and become a member if you haven't yet become a member. In the meantime, I'm going to shout out our members, or the people that did become a member. Marty Mark became a member. Try TV became a member today. Almighty Scambo, y'all know this guy. He became a member. Ethan KO2 also became a member. Malachi became a member. Abby became a member. Mo became a member. Official Teak became a member. Bam Gay became a member. Man, shout out to y'all. Y'all holding it down today. Mav Don became a member. Mitsu sent through a member's chat. He said, where's Ticket? Dub Ron. There's no Bron without Ron. See, that's how
Ron. You birthed these dudes, Ron. You birthed these dudes, man.
That's how you cook in a chat, in a super chat. That's how you cook. But shout out to everybody that became a member. If you're not a member yet, go ahead and become a member. I'm gonna read some more members' chats. Then I got something very special for y'all, just for you guys specifically. FIFA Boy said, "Ron, hand over the hosting job to me, little bro. Salute."
Could you handle it, FIFA? I don't know, man. Not sure.
FIFA, you got it.
I don't know if he wants that job, man.
I see
you got it.
I see you, FIFA. Push your issue, FIFA.
Richmond's NBA talk. He's been a member for 6 months. He said because KD ain't playing with KD, these games not close.
That's not true. No? Because no, and the reason why is because you expecting KD to be KD. KD is another one who's breaking down and not consistent. KD is another one who is slowing down, and he had a great season. 100% he did. But that calf injury is something different. Now, if KD was KD, maybe we might be looking at a different Olympics. But KD coming to this game,
you've been saying this for a minute, Chill. And KD is KD. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. KD is KD. Mm-hmm. No, obviously he's not like MVP KD. I'm not trying to say that, but KD is still KD. He had a hell of a season this year. This calf injury, I mean, that's just a knick-knack thing. You know what I'm saying? That anybody of any age could have had. You know what I'm saying?
With his history though, Ox, I mean that injury.
What history though? He had
a calf injury 5 years ago. That's
what I'm saying. That's what
which
I mean.
Turned into what? Whoa! Don't
a torn Achilles. Yeah, but he's not the only one. He's not the only one that has that.
And here we are again.
But it would be different. But like Mar said, it's 2024. That happened in 2019. That anybody, a bunch of people have had.
That's what makes it.
So
that's
what?
what compounds
Everybody
older at
most people have had major injuries. Chill. Most people, you can point back to most people's career and be like, oh yeah, remember that year when this person tore his ACL, or remember that time when this person broke something, or this person tore their rotator cuff, or this person did that. That everybody's gonna have that somewhere in their career.
Excuse me.
I wouldn't consider KD to be a turnover prone, injury prone person. You know what I'm saying? KD, and on top of that, the year that KD just had, except for when he met Ant Edwards in the playoffs, KD had a hell of a season.
He did.
And even in those playoffs, he got busy. I think Ant was just a little too much for those guys to handle, or the Timberwolves were too much for those guys to handle. Right. But come on though, shit. Like I think you've been calling this. You called this at the beginning of the season, and when the younger guys on the team, Devin Booker was getting hurt, even Brad Bill was getting hurt. KD was consistent. KD held it down for the Suns. KD, like those first 3 months of the season, KD held it down for dudes that are supposed to be more healthy than him due to age. You know what I'm saying? I just can't give you that. And we went back and forth about that earlier. I can't put that on KD. I can't do it. And he is KD, and he's not just a hurt guy. He's not just a broke down player. Right. KD very much still got the goods. Very much got the goods.
So two things, Ox. You talked about guys being hurt in the past where I don't know, let's see, Steph Curry broke his hand in the past. Let's see, Joel Embiid has this meniscus issue with him. Other guys on the team that have had injuries. KD on the other hand, this is an injury that one hampered him for the entire season. And I won't argue that he got busy this year, Ox, but he's gotten older. And it's a concern more than it is anything for me. When I see this calf injury coming back, what it led to 5 years ago, and now here we are, KD 5 years later, going on 36 years old. We still have the same quote unquote eluding injury. Now, if this happens again, which I don't want this to happen again, I'm not interested in this happening again, but this is what I saw 5 years ago. I saw him have a calf injury, which ultimately ruptured his Achilles. Here we are 5 years later, older. He doesn't have that burst. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that he got hurt like that. A lot of this has to do with him rupturing his Achilles. The fact that he's older and him rupturing his Achilles has to do with him being able to come off screens, him being able to bounce up like he did. A lot of the stuff that he does is the same. I feel like it's in the same neighborhood with James, where KD as a scorer, he's just a lot smarter than a lot of you guys. He's just a lot craftier, and he just knows the game a little bit better because KD's game was never predicated on athleticism and flight. However, this still is a concern because of the fact that he's gotten older, and this thing turned into this 5 years ago. That's what my issue is.
He don't need it. KD's one of those guys. He just simply don't need it. And I know it sounds naive or whatever. He doesn't need that same burst, or he doesn't need to come around the corner and be a threat to come dunk on you at the rim. KD has every other aspect of his game. He's so skilled to where when he come off that screen, if he can't get around you, I'll pull up on you. No big deal. KD, his mid-range game is so elite. His pull-up game is so elite. He's so tall. He shoots it up here.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't get to that shot, even no matter who you are. Nobody's getting to that. Still to this day, nobody's getting to that jump shot. So it's like, KD's lost some athleticism, but damn that athleticism, I don't need it. KD can put you in a torture chamber in the mid post. He can still pull up for that deep 3 ball. Mm-hmm. There's still nothing in his game that he can't do except for maybe, like you said, come around the corner and explode to the rim. But I don't think that matters. KD is still the best mid-range scorer in the NBA.
It's Zamzay said straight from the top, Ron. Chill. I'm still waiting for top 5 JT to look better than not top 10, worse than Scottie Pippen. Bron, where's it at, Chill?
They won the NBA championship. That's all I got to say. They won the NBA championship. Eat it.
Facts.
Yo, eat it. Eat it. They won the NBA championship.
But see, Chill, that's what I'm saying, though. If that's the stance you're going to take with JT, he's the best player on the best team in the NBA, then you gotta change your pivot and have the same energy for LeBron because he's the best player on the best team in the world, FIBA-wise.
And I think so. When I think about what James is doing with this team over a 3-week span, it's not the same as over the course of an NBA season. It's just not. Those two things are not the same. I mean, anybody could get busy. I mean, if Anthony Edwards was doing this, would Anthony Edwards be the best player on the planet? If Anthony Edwards was doing this, over the course of 3 weeks, if Jason Tatum was actually getting busy like James, would he now be the best player on the planet, or would it be he on the bomb squad? That's why he's getting busy.
No, we would be having those conversations.
Would we be? Would we be?
Why would we not?
Because he's on a bomb squad in Boston. So that's what the narrative
I'm gonna say this because you asked me about Anthony Edwards first.
Yep.
When Anthony Edwards came and did what he did the first game, even the second game, people were talking about he really is the number one option and is the real deal. So yes, we would be being consistent.
I'm not sure if we would be consistent, Ron. And I can't, over a 3-week span, over a month span. I mean, there was a difference with, the 92 Dream Team, right? There was a difference with that, with, Jordan coming off, being first team All-NBA, being the league MVP, and then clearly being the best player. Not clearly, because, Barkley got busy on that team. But he was right there, that he was the best player in the world. Fast forward, guys like Bryant, right? James, like I saw how much better they were throughout the course of the season and then moving into the Olympics. I'm not fighting how good James is now, right? I'm not fighting how good James is now. And the fact that he did what he did last year, because I thought that the Lakers did a good job in managing him, managing his minutes and managing how he played. I thought they did a damn good job at that. But with that being said, this 3-week span, right? This 3-week span, I feel like we're going to get into the season and we're going to expect what we saw in this 3-week span throughout the course of the season all year next year. And I don't think that that's realistic off the strength that he's much older now.
Chill, can you do me a favor? I just need you, Chill, I'm just asking for one favor. Can you do me one favor? Can you take what is in the past? I don't care how far back you want to go. And just do the Men in Black. Just flash that from your brain. Let that go.
Just right now. You want to stay right here.
I want to be in the present. I don't want to project into the future. I just want to talk about right now what's going on in front of our very eyes.
James looks like the best player on the planet. Yes, he does. Which is crazy to me. That's nuts.
I got a super chat from Goat James. Goat James said, I had the pleasure of watching my glorious king, LeBron, in person in London. His aura left me breathless and soaking in my seat. Then all of a sudden, a pungent odor spread across the O2 arena. It was Tatum, and my weekend was ruined.
Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you.
But
thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it.
Shout out Tatum and his pungent odor, man. Stinking up the O2 arena. Shout out to Tatum.
Stank on you in London.
All right, fellas. What I want to do next is, it was two games. I want to kind of talk about these games. So let's first start by talking about Team USA versus South Sudan. Now, USA won 101 to 100, in large part due to a valiant effort from LeBron in the clutch of the game. But talk to me about the South Sudan team. How you guys feeling about this team? Because I remember we spoke on them and we weren't really too high on them. We kind of thought it was they just happened to get in.
First of all, I love their point guard. He looked to me like Jones. Yes, I love their point guard.
He was the G League MVP in like 23. I think.
Yeah, I love their point guard. And number two, I think they the big kid that was going up against Joel Embiid. I think he's the number 2 player in the country. He's going to Duke with Cooper Flagg, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. He's going to Duke with Cooper Flagg. Those young guys, they looked more prepared as a unit than Team USA did. They looked like they came to play. Like if I watch the offense, they look like they were more on the same page. They looked like there was more fluidity with them. Defensively, there was more aggression. Defensively, there was more continuity with them more than anything. Now, don't get me wrong. Team USA held them to 40 points in the second half. So I felt like that was pretty impressive. But as a whole, how they attacked the basket, how they attacked the offensive glass, they seemed like they were more on the same page than Team USA was. And that would be the main, I feel like that's the main reason why the game was as close as it was early, because they just looked like they were on the same page, as opposed to Team USA, who we got this safety valve in the old man who's gonna help us get out of this.
I think it's even more simple than that, chill. I mean, let's keep it real. USA played South Sudan 10 times. They beat them 9, maybe 10 times. I look at that as it's a pride thing. I look at that game as that was just simply a gut check pride game. Like, we're not gonna let y'all just come in. There was a 43-point favorite in that game.
43.5. Yeah.
Like, the disrespect is crazy to just the way I look at it. If I'm on South Sudan, I'm like, yo, we put our pants on one leg at a time too. Don't disrespect us with no 43-point underdog. Like, that's crazy. And
I ain't saying we're gonna lose. I ain't saying we ain't gonna lose, but yeah, 40.
Like, we don't got like we don't hate. If you're saying 43 points, we might as well not even show up. That's what you're saying. When you do that, you're basically saying don't even wake up, stay asleep, get your dream on, just enjoy the pillow. That's so disrespectful that I think they came in like, yo, we're gonna show y'all something today. And I just think it shows the arrogance. And to a point, I mean, rightfully so.
That's what I was about to ask. Arrogance. Yeah. Is it forthright?
I mean, USA, we know as far as this hoop thing goes, we still got it. Like, we're still the best team. But I feel like these lesser teams, even Germany, like Germany, I think the US knows about Germany. They're more respectful to teams like Germany, France. But I still feel like these other teams are still like, yo, don't do us like that. Like, we still got something for you. If you want to come here, you're gonna have to hoop. Though you can't just walk into the gym and act like it's just sweet over here, and it's not. And so I was glad to see that team stood on business though, chill. Like, they're not just gonna let y'all come here. I know who you are, LeBron. I know who you are, Joel. All these guys, JT, and we know who y'all are. But with all due respect, you better come play some basketball. And I like to see that. You know what I'm saying? So
we ain't Angola in 1992. We ain't taking pictures. We ain't taking pictures of you dudes on the free throw line. We're not doing that.
We know who y'all are. We not. And you know what? And I love that. We're not impressed. You know what I mean? And I love that attitude. I love that. I love the underdog story. You know what I'm saying? I love the underdog. I'm a fan of the underdog. You know, and so I like that. I mean, obviously we know who the better team is. We know who has the best players in the world. We all know that. But 42 points, why would you disrespect some grown men?
43 and a half, 43 and a half.
Like, why would you disrespect grown men? That's crazy.
They did the same thing yesterday with Germany. I think it was 15 and a half. This is the FIBA champion, by the way. The FIBA champion, the line was 15 and a half. I'm like, man, y'all wow.
To do that to Germany, I mean, 15, that could have made it like 7 and a half. You know what I mean? Right. You know, 9 or something like. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. I think it's just rude, just downright rude.
Do you guys think South Sudan? You think South Sudan can make a deep run in the Olympics?
No,
you don't think so?
No. Aren't they in the US group?
They are in the US group.
They're probably going home in the groups.
Certainly.
But Ron, that doesn't mean they're a bad team. It's just
Ron, they're that 15 seed in the NCAA tournament that ends up dropping the number 2 seed and then getting smoked in the next round. That's who they are. I can see that happening to them.
But with Royal Ivy as their coach, I mean, I'm rooting for them now. She's the Rockets assistant coaching them. So I didn't know that before, so that's why I wasn't locked into how good they are. But knowing that now they got sure, but Royal Ivy works for Houston. So.
I was just saying shout out to Luau.
I mean, shout out to
Is he on their coaching staff? I thought he was an ambassador of them. I didn't know he was on their coaching staff. Not Royal Ivy. I'm sorry.
Luau.
Yes, Luau Dang. That's what I'm talking about. I saw him on the bench.
He was the head coach. Now he's an assistant coach.
Okay.
He deferred to Royal Ivy because he knows what time it is. So, we locked in now.
Hey, Denise brothers. I don't know how true this is, and I don't think it's true at all. But during the game, they were saying, or no, I heard it from somebody else. They said that Stephen A said that there's no gyms in South Sudan.
That's just not true.
Well, I've never been, so I can't.
I've never been either. But
I know that there's no way. There's no possible way that there's not a gym in South Sudan.
Well, I mean, you know that go. He got. I think that's one of those things where he's just exaggerating. Where there's very little indoor gyms. You know, it's probably a lot of outdoor, and that's not far fetched. I mean, Ron, you've been to countries, been to parts of the world where there's not gyms. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't. You don't even. They might have a couple indoor gyms, and even some of the indoor facilities might be run down. You know, no AC. You know, open air type gyms. So that's probably what they mean. And obviously, I've never been there. But I would assume before I went there that the basketball gym situation is probably very subpar. You know what I mean? So that's just one of those exaggeration things. I'm assuming. You know, like there's some gyms, but probably not to the extent of most places.
Well, Wendy and Gabriel said they don't, and I'm googling it now. Every basketball court that comes up on Google is outside.
Yeah, it's probably mostly outdoor gyms.
I mean, I don't know what the weather situation is, but I mean. I'm assuming they don't really have to worry about rain and stuff. So them not having an outdoor basketball court. Yeah, I mean, an indoor basketball court.
I mean, we do know South Sudan got a lot more important things to worry about than basketball. You know what I'm saying? They're coming off of genocides and wars and civil wars and stuff. I think basketball is probably, not very high on the priority list out there.
Which actually should compound how impressive they are. So we don't even have an indoor facility. Like in terms of sponsors, what kind of sponsors do they really have? And we're in the Olympics. We actually made the Olympics.
Their sponsors Luau Dang.
Right.
But Ron, don't forget most of their players are in Australia. Like I didn't know how big the South Sudan population was until I went out there. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of the brothers that are, born in South Sudan or the Hoopers are playing basketball for the Australian team or are living in Australia or playing, playing in the NBL and stuff. You know what I mean? So we also got to remember that.
Right.
All right, y'all. Whenever you get a chance to, which should possibly be now,
Ron,
go check out.
We didn't hear this dude right here, his take on South Sudan. Would you focus, Ron?
No, I'm just telling them, go check out playerschoicemerch.com because only winning matters.
Mm-hmm.
Mars.
Yes.
What'd you see with South Sudan?
I mean, I seen Carlick Jones look like Russell Westbrook. But
what, the worst player?
No, just he got a triple double, right?
Oh, so, yeah. 15,
Prime
11,
Russ,
and 11.
Russ. Not the bum Russ.
I'm not the one disrespecting Russ. That's
over here. The two right here.
But yeah, I think South Sudan, I don't think they're gonna do anything crazy in the Olympics. But I mean, I think we're getting to a point, and for whatever reason, I think people don't understand that Team USA is the most talented team by a significant margin that's going to participate in the Olympics. But this isn't the NBA. It isn't about which team has the better players. That's the team that's always going to win. Or if you have better players, you're meant to blow this team out. The game is played in a different way. So it's not just, we get KD, we win by 30. That's not how international basketball works, nor has it ever been how it has worked. Now, yes, Team USA have blown teams out before, but the way the game is played now and the talent that is all across the world and the talent that these teams have and the coaching they have, it's not as simple as just get the best players and you blow everyone out. That's not how it works. It's more of a team game. It's more about sets that you're getting into. Like, at the end of the day, whether or not you have LeBron and Steph or you have Carlick Jones and Wenyan Gabriel, if you run the right play to create an open layup, they can all make an open layup. So it's not about the talent you have. It's about what sets you're running to get your talent to get shots that they can create, to get shots that they can score. So it's not just, we got KD. It's not.
Now, Mars, there are instances where, as players, we ain't losing to them. We just better than them. No, yeah. I understand the international game is a lot different, a lot more action, a lot more ball movement, a lot more down screens, a lot more pick and dive, a lot more stuff like that. And I definitely get that. But then there's situations where you walk into the gym. There's situations when you go up against a crew and we are just better than them. And there's not a lot of stuff that we have to do to prove that. We just better than them. There's no way that they could keep up with us physically. There's no way that they could keep up with us in the transition game. They got nothing for us on the block. So there's really not much that we have to do against this specific team. Now, if you look at a team like South Sudan, immediately that's the logic. Like, what do they have that could suggest, just off the strength of us as a basketball team in terms of talent, we should not be struggling with South Sudan.
But that's why you guys are going to win, because you guys are just better than them. You have the pieces that, if the games get tight, you have the better personnel. If the game turns into an isolation game, or when the defense is more focused and your regular action isn't what's going to work, and you're going to need Carlick Jones to go create something like they needed at the end of the game, and unfortunately, he's not LeBron James. So, yeah, you guys are going to win because of that. But beating teams by 50 and 60 every other night,
no,
that's not happening anymore. Because the game is more than just about the names you have on the team. It's about the continuity. It's about the coaching. It's about the schemes. It's about the action you run. It's about the consistent effort on defense. It's about understanding the rules of the game. Like, there's so many things that I don't know how much time South Sudan have had to prepare. So I'm not going to act like, they've been playing together for 25 years. I don't know. But there is an adjustment period to playing under these new sets of rules with guys who you haven't played with before. Everyone who's basically either the best player on their team or one of the best players on their team. Like, there's things that you got to adjust to. And that's why I think people just minimize it to, we got LeBron James and Steph Curry and Embiid and Anthony Davis, so like we should beat everyone by 50. That's not how it works. It's the same reason I don't like the idea of, Boston would just destroy whoever the EuroLeague champions are. But like, that's not how basketball is played. I'm not saying they wouldn't win. I'm not saying they wouldn't blow them out. But to just act like it's a foregone conclusion when the game is played so different
in one game
is ridiculous. That's why I don't like basketball isn't the same in the NBA as it is everywhere else. If anything, NBA is the only league that is so drastically different than everywhere else. So really, they're the outliers among things. Now, they might be the better players, but they don't play the game the way most of the world plays the game. So there is an adjustment period for them having to play that way, or having to just beat them with their own game. But that's why they don't blow people out anymore. No, not as consistently anyway. So
I just feel like the talent has caught up. And sure, Ron, we still have the better talent. All right, I get that part. We definitely still have the better talent. But if you go back to 1992, when you talk about that collection of talent on the floor at the same time, nobody has seen that. Nobody had seen that collection of talent at the same time. So now you fast forward 30 years later, where these teams are playing basketball a different way, which is more effective, moving the ball, people moving. Now you get your group of talent to play like that. Now it looks a lot different. And I feel like a team like South Sudan, don't get me wrong, they may very well be, Maryland, Baltimore, Eastern Shore. They may be Howard or somebody like that. But if they run up on, Iowa State, if they run up on Kentucky, they could beat them in one game. They could definitely beat them in one game. So I'm not totally out on South Sudan in terms of them winning the game. But as far as them going deep into the tournament, I think that's asking a lot. I do.
The next time we run up on South Sudan, it's gonna be some shit.
We should stomp them.
It's gonna be
if we're being honest.
I know what I just said. Like, respect them. 43 points is crazy, but
we should stomp them. Yeah, we should stomp them. If we're being honest, we should stomp them. And shout out to the people in Cameroon and Nigeria that's listening. Shout out to you guys.
Well, it's ironic that you do say that because on the 31st, USA will play South Sudan again, and this will actually be a game that matters. Before that, the first official game for USA is against Serbia. They play them again as well. That's July 28th, so we will definitely be tapped into that. And then once again, they play South Sudan on the 31st. And they have a couple more games after that as well, but those are the first two games. But more importantly, I want to shout out my man Donovan Samuels right now. He gifted 20 Players' Choice memberships, and to everybody that got those, comment in the chat and thank my man Donovan Samuels. And to everybody that's just watching, show Donovan Samuels some love because he's continuously showing y'all love. Salute to everybody that got those memberships as well. Fellas, I got a start bench cut. Right here, right now. USA Captain America when it comes to basketball. You obviously got LeBron James. Then you got Kevin Durant. Then you got Carmelo Anthony. We're talking strictly FIBA, strictly Olympics, strictly what you have done. Start bench cut. What direction are you guys going?
Carmelo is so goddamn nice. Oh my God.
I'm starting KD. That's what I'm.
Carmelo was so nice.
Yo, Ron, get Bron out of here, Ron. Get Bron off the floor.
Carmelo is so nice. James was awesome too in the Olympics. I ain't gonna fight that, but Carmelo is so nice in the Olympics. Oh my God.
Yeah, come on, man. Hey, Ron, Melo's playing.
Carmelo got 3 gold medals, right? Carmelo got 3.
Mm-hmm.
KD's about to get his 4.
James,
I'm starting KD. I'm benching Melo. I'm cutting Bron. The reason I'm starting KD over Melo is because Melo also has a bronze medal. So unfortunately, he was a part of a Team USA that didn't win gold. KD has won gold every time he was in the Olympics. KD is Team USA's all-time leading scorer.
Wait a minute, Mars. Was that his fault? I mean, he played the least amount of minutes.
I didn't say it was his fault. I'm saying we're talking about them for Team USA.
Yeah.
KD has never played for Team USA and not won. He's never done it. Melo has, whether or not he played 1 second or he played every minute of every game. Melo has gone on Team USA and not won. KD has won every time he's been in Team USA. He's Team USA's all-time leading scorer. I think he's led Team USA in scoring every time he's been there. He's supremely efficient. He was a leader of that 2020 team. Whether people like to call him a leader or not, people have called him a leader on that 2020 team.
He saved them in the France game.
2016, when no one really wanted to play in the Olympics because of that Zika virus. KD was out there. He was hooping. 2020, when no one wanted to go because of the other virus that was going on, KD was out there. He went. So it's KD 1, and then Melo and Bron. I'm gonna go Melo over Bron because he got 3 gold medals to LeBron's 2. But that's Bron about to have 3, so then we can discuss the conversation.
Pandemic taxing for KD is crazy.
I mean, you out there playing during 2 pandemics when other superstars ain't want to go. I mean, I'm gonna give you respect for that.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
I think Carmelo Anthony's.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jim.
I think Carmelo Anthony's game, of all 3 of these guys, I think his game is more suited for the Euro game, just as a scorer, just more suited. The guys that I've spoken to, one of my good buddies played 12 years in Europe. His name's Roy. He said Carmelo Anthony would be awesome in Europe. So in the international game, I feel like Carmelo Anthony was one of maybe one. He had that money mid-range game. He got what he did in the NBA. That just got compounded I feel like that just got compounded in the league. I can't hold what happened in 2004 against them off the strength that he didn't get a fair shake. He was one of the guys he was one of the 3 rookies, him, James, and Wade. They played the least amount of minutes on that Olympic team. All 3 of those guys, as opposed to when they started playing in the Olympics in 2008, in 2012, in 2016, when he actually started playing more, how much better they were, how much better he was just as an Olympian. His ability to score, his ability to get in the mid-range, his ability to get buckets, no question about it. I'm starting Carmelo, I'm benching KD, and I'm cutting James.
Yeah, I think that's the proper way to go. I'd go so far to say that if KD couldn't get it together for these Olympics, lace him up, Melo.
Can I
come off the couch, Melo? Come off the couch.
We gotta get Carmelo out of retirement.
Hey, Melo,
might as well.
Right quick, Mars. Today, Melo still comes and he's the third leading scorer right now
on this Olympic team.
If you give him, let's say you give him Jason Tatum's minutes, and I'm not doing this to knock.
Oh yeah, Melo gonna get him up. Melo gonna get him up. Yeah.
I'm saying it's gonna be Bron because he's number one right now. I'm pretty sure Steph is the second leading scorer right now. Then it's gonna be Melo.
Yo, Melo still got that. Catch the ball 17 feet, open up, jab, and you know when you see him open up and start jabbing, you're just cooked. There's nothing you can do. Like, what are you gonna do?
Do y'all remember that game where Melo went for what? 37?
37, like 9 threes.
Hey, look, I think it's a lot of nostalgia going on, or it's a lot of amnesia going on right now. Y'all forgetting. Do you not remember Melo played with Kobe? Melo played on the team with Bron. Melo played on the team with KD, who was leading scorer.
Can I do some?
Yo, Melo had us all.
Can I do some exceptional box score watching real quick for the people?
Please
But Mars, Melo had us all giving ourselves concussions, running down the court like this.
For sure.
I'm just saying. Once again, Mars, they all played together. And Melo, I'm not gonna say he was the best, but he was
the best, Ron.
I've already made my decision. I got KD, Melo, Bron. I just want to read some box scores, blind stats. I want you guys to rank them 1 through 3. That's what we're gonna do. I've done this on Open Gym, but we're gonna bring it over here. Because LeBron has only played in 3 Olympics and one was 2004, and that's gonna clearly show the stats of which ones are LeBron's. I'm gonna read their 2 best Olympics each. 2 best for KD, 2 best for Melo, 2 best for Bron. You don't know which ones are which. Okay.
Can't wait to start Melo. I know Melo's gonna start.
Player A, 19.4 points, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 58% from the field, 58% from 3, 81% from the line. Player A again, the other Olympics, 21 points a game, 53% from the field, 37.5% from 3, 90% from the line, with 5 rebounds and 3.5 assists. That's player A.
We know that's not Bron.
Player B.
Wait though. Right quick, Mars. Right quick. Oh. Whoever player A is was getting busy. Was getting absolutely busy.
Player A is player A. Player B. 15.5 points, 5 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 60% from the field, 46.4% from 3. Their second Olympics, 13.3 points per game.
What's the free throws? We need the free throws more.
46%.
Oh,
I actually didn't see that until you actually said it. And then their second Olympics, 13 points a game, 5.6 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 60% from the field, 30% from 3, and 75% from the line.
That's definitely
now this is player C.
30% from 3.
This is player C.
No way.
11.5 points a game, 4 rebounds, 0.4 assists, 42.2% from the field, 37.8% from 3, 83% from the line, 16.3 points per game, 4.8 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 53.5% from the field, 50% from 3, 79% from the line. That's player C.
That sounds like Carmelo.
So which player had the best stats? Which player had the worst stats?
Oh damn! Because I know player 2 is Bron, right? But I got to go with player A.
Because of the free throw percentage?
We know who that is. We know who that is.
Aside from who it is, we're just looking at the stats. Player A clears.
Stat wise, yeah. I think player A got that.
Shooting 50, scoring 19 and 21, shooting 50 plus from 3. Come on, player. From what I'm looking at and listening to, player A clears.
So yeah, he averaged
Melo.
Yeah, it was KD, Bron, and Melo in that order. And I had to leave out KD's 2012, where he also averaged 19.5 points, 5.8 rebounds, 3 assists, 49% from the field, 52% from 3, and 89% from the line. Basically, KD plays in the Olympics and never plays bad. Basically.
Never.
Whereas,
basketball.
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah, and so, yeah. But I put Melo above Bron, and Melo's stats look worse than Bron's. So, I mean, yeah. But shout out to I just think KD is clearly USA's best Olympian.
Can we do some projecting right quick?
Sure.
So you just gave us all of KD's numbers from his past Olympics, right?
Well, from 16 and 20, yeah. And just
so what do we think he puts up this year? What does his numbers look like?
I don't know how much he's gonna play. I don't know how much he's gonna play. Yeah, I don't know how much he's gonna play.
No, he gets a good amount of minutes. He starts in his top 5 in minutes.
He averaging 17 to 20, easy, extreme efficiency.
At least 15 a game, at least. Because KD is a bucket getter. Let's be clear about that. When KD get on the floor, there's no misunderstanding about what I am. And KD is a bucket getter. He's not going to be a guy, and this isn't because he's selfish or anything like that. It's, this is what I do. I'm a bucket getter. So if KD's playing, I mean, I think the leading minute getter in the Olympics is like 23 or 22 minutes or something like that. If KD's playing between 18 to 22 minutes, he's getting 15 a game. Minimum. He's getting 15 a game.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I think it might be a lesser scoring time for KD if he even gets healthy. I'm not sure if he's gonna play heavy minutes. Like if we have to speculate him playing heavy minutes, this sure I'm okay with saying he at least 15, 16. But as the way it looks right now, especially with these players, I don't know. I'm not sure if KD is gonna average more than 13 this go.
Well, he's gonna get 6 just of catch and shoot threes. So that's 2 threes. He's gonna make 2 threes.
Yeah. Right.
He gonna get out in transition, just get a dunk. So that's 8.
Is he though, Morris?
Yeah. He gonna get out in transition. Just like he either gonna play a lane and just get out, get an easy one, or someone's gonna get a rebound. They're just gonna throw it ahead. He's gonna get an easy one just because no one got back. So he got 8 right there. He gonna get to the line a couple times, but let's just be pessimistic. Say he go 3 for 4. So that's 11 points. We're going to say he misses a free throw, even though he's a 90% guy. We're just going to say he misses a free throw. So 3 for 4, that's 11 points. Now, can KD go get you 2 buckets in the half court?
Yes.
I think so. There we go. 15 points. Just off 2 catch and shoot threes, 3 free throws, a transition, breakaway, layup or dunk, and then 2 half court buckets.
And playing with James off the ball like he moves, yes.
He getting 15 just by being Kevin Durant.
Yes.
Just being KD, he getting 15. So now it's just, how much does he really want to score? Does he want to get 20? Or is he just comfortable just being 15? I'm gonna just chill, just play my role, 15 points, and we out. Or is he gonna be, I'm the number one guy, we running plays for me, I'm getting this shot here, this shot there, 19, 20. But he getting 15 just by existing. Just naturally.
I agree with you, Mars. I think 17 to 20.
I can't see a world where KD isn't getting 15. Same way I can't see a world in the NBA where KD isn't scoring like 20, 30. Like it's KD.
That's just crazy. So KD in 2 years, at 37 years old, he's still 24, 25 a game?
If KD gets enough minutes, if KD's playing 29, 32, 33 minutes a game, you won't find KD averaging 18 points. It's not possible.
I don't think
it's not possible for Kevin Durant to not score the basketball.
Yeah.
He's born for this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He's putting the ball in that little orange cylinder.
Yeah,
KD does that. That's what he does.
I can't see a world where KD is like 17 or 18 a game and still playing. I can't see it. No.
Yeah, he KD.
All right, fellas. It's about that time, y'all. We all know what tomorrow is, right?
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
The big day, man. Look, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, the big day.
Yeah, look at the bottom of the screen. Tomorrow, the PCL will officially start. In case you've been living under a rock, in case you've been out of the loop, in case you haven't charged the phone or your laptop or whatever, and you don't know what the PCL is, it starts tomorrow, July 24th. We got 16 of the best debaters out there in the world for this NBA debate league, and they're all competing for $1,000 cash prize. Right here on Player's Choice at 7:30 Eastern Time. There will be 3 matchups tomorrow. I thought you would never ask. Who's the 3 matchups? Well, we starting with Elder Rufus versus my man Casual. That's going to kick off the PCL. Next up, we got my man Big Ox versus OG the Beast.
Versus who?
Ox gonna get cheated again.
No, they owe me one. They owe me one more. Ever since the way Sturdy and them did me that time, they owe me one.
I see.
And then right after that, we got Chill versus Hayes.
And they gave Chill a bye week 1. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I only know who Hayes is, to be honest.
He on from the logo. Okay. Giving Chill a bye is crazy.
That's a bye?
Shout out to Chill, man. I guess elder statesman, he just gets privilege.
That's a bye? So Hayes is an irreparable matchup?
Shout out to Chill. I mean, hey, you gotta play the Wizards on the schedule at some point. I mean, I get it.
Wow.
It's cool. I mean,
Mars, why are you doing Hayes like that?
He on from the logo. From the logo.
So, all right. So, hold on. Wait. If that's the case, Mars, you battle on Sunday.
Yeah, I got a bye too from the logo. I mean, what the hell? You thought I was gonna say no? My matchup's difficult. Nah.
So, for those of you who don't know, half of the matchups will be on Wednesday. The other half will be on Sunday every single week. It will be 3 matchups each day. Mars battles ZZ on Sunday. And I'm just trying to make sure that he's being consistent. If he's saying that Hayes is the Wizards and he's a bye week, then who would ZZ be?
The Pistons. Like, I don't know why you. I guess you gave the oldest guy and the youngest guy two byes for the first week. I don't know what the plan was, but I mean, I guess. And I've seen the topics you gave me too, but it's cool. I mean, I get you trying to like give the Pistons the advantage, but am I allowed to say what my topics are? Or we gotta leave it.
We gotta leave it. We can't let the cat out the bag.
Because some of this is some nasty questions. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, Chill. Did you see the topics Ron's making me debate? It's like, bro, what?
Yeah, the one he gave me didn't even the stuff I had to debate. I mean, sure. Yeah.
I asked who are you debating, Knox? You said who?
I'm not talking about that. I don't mean no disrespect. I'm chilling.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm just saying. I just seen the topics you gave me. I'm like,
I've never been around OG the Beast. I don't know much about OG the Beast. I've heard his name one time before. Like,
you gonna learn.
I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? You know me, I don't got no respect for none of these dudes. Yeah. Like,
Ox, I know you don't duck smoke, but I can tell you right now, Ox, we got to tighten up the tape on your hands when you go in the ring. We got to make it real tight.
It's always gonna be tight. My hands is always ready. I'm definitely not ducking no smoke. I just literally no disrespect. I don't be knowing a lot of these cats running. It's not like that. I'm just not hit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not tripping. Like, you know me. I want it with everybody. So it ain't no big deal. You know.
I can tell you right now, Ox. You walked in the gym and you saw the run and you was like, "Yo, okay, hold on. I gotta go get my different sneakers for this."
I don't do that shit. Yeah. I come ready to ball. I'm never gonna go out the gym and take a deep breath. Like, who won it? Come on. And OG the Beast, come. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Like, I'm not trying to come get that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. So here's what I'm gonna do. Mm-hmm. We have 4 different groups with 4 different people in it each. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the screen and chat. Y'all chime in and let me know who has the toughest division.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're working with right now. Group 1, and this is the group that Chill's in. Group 1, we got Jason Tatum's biggest fan, Jack Cody. We got Jason Tatum's second biggest fan, Chilltown Hoops. We got LeBron James' biggest fan, Dion from Ohio. And then we got my man Hayes.
You can't tell me that's rigged.
Wow, Ron.
You cannot convince me that's not rigged.
How's that rigged?
Look at Chill's group.
Yo, Hayes is reputable.
Yo, Mars, that's crazy. Why you
serious?
Jack Cody and Dion possibly have the strongest takes in this whole thing. How's this not rigged?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
Come on, Mars. Respect Dion.
I look at the group Ox got put in. I look at the group that Penn and Gifted and Swiper and shout out to John D. I think he's one of the ones who won the little compare.
Group 4.
Shout out to him. But so I don't know him. Period. But I see group 4. I'm like, damn, that's a solid group. I see my group, me and Pirate. We're gonna be battling out for sure. Everyone else, whatever, cool. But wait, he's got two.
You better not sleep on MTL.
I don't know him. Maybe he one of them ones too. Then I have 3 good people in my group. Group 3, like I said, 3 good people in that group. Maybe 4, because Casual, he's solid too.
Mm-hmm.
Chill's group. That's unacceptable. Chill. I'm not gonna lie. If I was a judge, I'd be judging you so harshly because there's no way you can lose. Like, it's impossible.
That's not true, Mars.
Look at your group.
Respect Chill's group.
Damn.
All right, group 2 is Pirate, ZZ, Mars, and the very first wild card selection, MTL. You guys will see him sometime this week. We're going to bring him on a panel, do a little introduction to him. We'll possibly get his top 10. We'll hear a couple takes that he got, but y'all will get to, fill him out for yourself. But this is group 2. How are we feeling about this group?
I like this group with Mars and ZZ and Pirate. Yeah, that's going to be box office right there. I do like that. I'll be introduced to MTEL later on this week. I don't know who he is, but let's find out.
If MTEL's competent, I mean, that's a 3-person group right now. Like, I know, like, I mean, if he's anything like the Hall of Famers who be coming up, like Kendall Daniels, he'd be giving some people up here to work. So if MTEL can do that, that's too cool. And everyone know Pirate. I mean, his claim to PC fame was him cooking Low, and like Low was held in high regard, and he came and just dismantled him. So Pirate gonna be tough. My record speaks for itself. I'm gonna be tough. ZZ's there, so like I mean, tough group.
Mars, you got to stop doing this from the logo. He's not there no more. Okay. You can't keep taxing from the logo because he's not there no more.
What was that guy who sent that super chat about Pungent Odor from Jason Tatum? Pungent Odor, man. Pungent Odor.
Hold on. So
first and foremost, Ron. Okay, there's a reason why you are the number 1 seed. There's a reason why you work to be the.
You're not the number 1 seed.
So I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You're not the number 1 seed.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why you get the draw that you get. So
you lost to me and Low when it was you and Fluent. I never lost. If anything, I should be in your group. If anything,
so rewind the clock. So 1, we got robbed. That's number 1.
Oh my god.
And I can say the same thing.
Talk about it, you.
And I can say the same thing that I can say the same. I can say the same thing for you because you said that I carried. I cooked you and Low at PC weekend. Me by myself.
No. You carrying to a defeat does not mean you cooked me and Low. Just because you had J-Rob on your team, so you have to do more heavy lifting. Don't mean you cooked. It just means you had more to do. That's what
respect J-Rob.
So this was your words. I don't got the problem with J-Rob.
So you cooked him twice?
I'm just saying. So
he lost both times.
But this is the thing though. He went for 50 on one of them, and that's been established and that's well known.
Yeah, sure, yeah, 50. I lost.
I mean, J-Rob had about 15 rebounds,
6 turnovers, but respect J-Rob.
How many?
Anytime we've done these, I've been undefeated. So if anyone should get the number 1 seed, it should be me. But
you did get the number 1 seed.
Also, I want
to say my group. Mars, you got a dude off the streets.
Yeah.
Right? You got a dude off the streets. You got a dude who ain't battled since the 90s.
And you already made it clear who ZZ is from the logo. You already made that clear.
Yeah. I got 1 bum in my group, 1 to be determined. And Pirate would top your group, Chill. Pirate would top Ox's group. And Pirate probably top group 4. Pirate is anyone's the favorite. Pirate has been retired. And we're in the same group.
He's been retired for the last 10 years. That's like Melo coming out of retirement.
You know what I mean? See, this is the thing. When it comes to talking about basketball, his retirement from camera means he just has more time to watch more basketball and get smarter. Not like he actually has to play the game. He just has to watch more of it. So if anything, you're giving me a harder matchup. Me and Pirate should be in 2 separate conferences because we're probably going to meet in the finals. But no, you put us in the same group.
So Pirate should be a number 1 seed is what you're saying?
1,000%.
Over
1,000%.
I want to say too, like I see people in the chat, like I don't look at Elder Rufus like y'all do. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I don't, not at all. I don't look at Elder Rufus the same way that these cats look at Elder Rufus. Like, oh, Ox Elder Rufus is up. Look, I don't give a damn about no Elder Rufus.
Elder can go too, boy. Elder nice too. I had my hands full with Elder. Yes, I did.
Everybody is crazy,
nice. Everybody nice, but come on. I mean, everybody nice. That's not the thing. I'm like, man, who is this supposed to? What am I supposed to be scared of, Elder Rufus? Come on.
You ain't gotta be scared of him, but I mean, like I said, Ox, I had my hands full with him. I'm talking about like I had to reach in my bag. I was.
Yeah, chill. With all due respect, my hands is bigger than yours.
Oh yeah, they are.
You know what I'm saying?
I got pretty big hands. I got pretty big hands, but I had to reach in my bag with Elder, boy. I was taking body shots and I was throwing them back, but Elder's a handful, Ox. Don't think for 1 second that Elder ain't what you looking for, because everything you looking for, Elder got it.
And if John D is competent, Group 4 is by far the hardest group. That's a group of death right now.
We gonna get to Group 4. Right now we on Group 3. It's OG the Beast,
Group 4.
Elder Rufus, Casual, and Big Ox. Y'all tell me about this group. How y'all feeling?
Well, OG the Beast is for real. I mean, I got extensive knowledge with OG the Beast. That's my man. So he's for real, and he's real good off the top of the dome. In addition to knowing the game, he's really good off the top of the dome. So whatever you spit at him, he's gonna spit right back at you. So don't think for 1 second that you could trip him up with stats or with numbers. Nah, because he'll come right back at you and counter that just like that. It's not even something that he's got to think about. And he makes real. I can't give you the whole scouting report on him because I do understand that, but you got your hands full with him, Ox. I do. You definitely got.
Everyone views the game differently in that group. Like you can just tell, there's so many different viewpoints between like OG and Big Ox and an Elder and Casual. Like they all just view the game differently. That it's going to be interesting to see. Like obviously they're going to disagree. That's the point of the debate. But it's going to be interesting to see how they convey their arguments. And I don't know who the judges are going to be, but if they're competent, that's going to be a very hard group to judge. That's now who's going to win. I'm gonna pull for Big Ox. He's on the panel with us, so I'm gonna pull for Big Ox. But it's gonna be a tough group, like for sure, gonna be a tough group. Like anyone could win any debate against anyone. Like Casual could beat Rufus, but then Elder Rufus could beat Big Ox, but Big Ox could beat Casual. Like that's what I mean in terms of anything can happen in that group just on the night.
Oh, so, I'm spanking Casual. Like I'm spanking Casual.
I hope you do.
Who is Casual? I'm sorry.
That's the young fella that was up here a couple weeks ago. The light skinned brother.
Yeah, the one who was he getting comparisons in terms of who he looked like?
Zach LaVine?
Was it Zach LaVine? Was it just any light-skinned NBA player?
Yeah. Fred VanVleet. Wasn't it Fred?
I don't know if I remember.
I think he looks spot on to Zach.
Oh no, it's Mike James.
Mike James.
Somebody said Ben Simmons.
I was gonna say Tyus Jones.
All right, y'all. And then we got Group 4. Y'all know Penn. Y'all know Swiper. Y'all know Gifted. In our second wild card that was selected, John D.
Like Mark said, if John D is reputable,
I think I know John D.
Group 4 is gonna be mean. I think Group 4 is gonna be real mean, y'all.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to see those debates out of Group 4.
That's like
never mind. I got John D and Christopher D confused. Never mind. Whoops. I don't know John D.
No,
but
that's not the
if
same.
he's good, yeah, that group is tough.
Christopher D's the one that had the ghost in his house.
Yeah, Penn know what he's talking about. Gifted talk a lot, but he know what he's talking about for the most part. Swiper is passionate. And if John D is good, that's a tough group for sure. Group of death.
Right quick, before we continue talking about this group, I just got a package delivered. That's why I had to jump off screen. I just got this package in the mail. And I heard that it's something related to what we're talking about. So while y'all continue to talk about Group 1, 2, 3, and 4,
right?
I'm gonna open this package and chat.
Just open the box.
We're gonna see what we got.
It's your man, Ox.
It's your man, Ox. It could be something crazy.
I think
facts.
Well, I was expecting 2 packages today. This could be Swiper's package full of your trash ass takes.
I knew I was gonna say some.
So I don't know yet, but I'm gonna open this.
You know what's so convenient, Chill, is that we have never seen Ron debate in any of these events. Never at Black Friday, Nothing.
He did debate once, and he was making some egregious takes.
Oh, that's right.
KD played with a bunch of Hall of Famers. LaMarcus Aldridge on the Nets.
Oh, that's why we ain't never seen him debate.
We never seen him again.
I'm 1-0.
We never seen him again.
I'm 1-0. Yeah, I bet that I'm 1-0.
Oh my god,
that ain't nothing. I spanked Dale with zero preparation. You know what I'm saying? So
you gonna be prepared this time? You gonna have your notes?
Oh, for sure. For sure. That's right.
That group 4, Ron, is for real though. With Penn and Swiper and Gifted, yes, that because I'm definitely gonna watch that because I know that I'm gonna get some real insight on those dudes. I'm gonna see some dudes that's coming with different logic. I'm gonna see dudes that's gonna give numbers. I'm gonna see dudes that's gonna give insight. I'm gonna see dudes that's gonna talk about the game. So those two guys.
Who's your favorite in that group, Chip?
I go Penn.
Damn, I was about to say Penn.
Yeah,
I like man. Gifted is serious though, and Swiper. I mean, Swiper know how to put words together, and Swiper knows how to attack your stance. I like that about Swiper. Swiper knows how to
form
sentences. Like I do.
No, not just form sentences, Mars. You could say a bunch of words. You could say a bunch of words and not say nothing. Let's be clear. Let's be clear about this, Mars. You could say a bunch of words and not say nothing. You could 100% do that.
Facts.
Swiper, he puts his words together and how he attacks your stance as a debater. I think that's really important as a
man. If you want to guess which group is going to mention true shooting the most, put your money on group 4. Put your money on group 4.
Yes,
I think group 4. I think group 4 is the basketball group. Definitely the basketball group. With all due respect to them, because it's some real ball knowers over there.
Group 3,
man, that's gonna be hard to pick, man.
Group 3 might be the hoopers. Group 3 might be the straight hoopers, or just all hoopers there. That just talking straight basketball and just talking about the game and the game alone. It might not be a lot of with this group right here. You might see some numbers, but you might not see a lot of numbers. You might hear mostly basketball with that group 3.
And group 1, you just gonna hear chill just bullying people. That's what I'm saying.
Oh
y'all sleeping on
I'm not gonna lie.
Take it easy.
Whoever organized the PCL, shout out to you for putting this together. It's a great concept. It's great everything. Giving Chill that group is disgusting work. I'm sorry. That's disgusting.
Hey,
Chill somehow loses. I've lost all respect for Chill.
It's crazy because Chill don't need no handouts. Why y'all trying to put Chill in the eat? Like Chill don't need that.
Yeah, I tried to tell them don't do that, man. They don't listen.
There's no way they gave Chill that group.
So
if you lose in that group, it's a bad look. It's a bad look.
See, unlike the rest of them, I don't get wrapped up in the if you lose, listen, man, just go out there and play your game. That's it.
That's what you have to do, and you're gonna win.
Just go out there and just go out there and play your game, B. I'm bringing my game. Just bring your game.
Jack Cody might come and surprise y'all, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jack Cody might come and surprise y'all. That real Boston might come out
over Jalen Brunson, and he gonna cook. Yeah, for sure.
He said it with a straight face too, Mars. 100%. He said that with a straight face.
Crazy.
What did he say, Mars?
Derek White over Jalen Brunson.
He said that with a straight face. I don't
hate it. I don't agree.
This is the Josh Hart over SGA guy. Of course, Ox can rush.
I don't agree, but I don't hate it. Like, you know. Ron, as long as 30's not a judge, I'm good with this.
And as long as there's not, if there's chat votes, it's gonna be biased. So I think, yeah.
I still got smoke for 30.
Look, Jack getting love in the chat already. Look.
See, that's why the chat voting gonna be biased, man. That's why the chat voting gonna be biased, man.
Jack a good dude, man. I like Jack. I don't think he can get with Chill in the debating. Like, I think Chill finna wash him, but like, I still like Jack.
Man,
Jack versus Dion gonna be interesting. I'm here for that. Jack versus Dion gonna be interesting.
I'm so here for that, boss.
Ron, I am here for that. I know for a fact that when Jack and Dion battle, I know for a fact that Ron is gonna make them debate. Jason Tatum versus LeBron James.
That's the opening topic.
For sure.
That's the closing topic.
That's gonna be a nightmare. Oh my
God. Fellas, I got something special for the PCL specifically. Now, as we know, the winner gets $1,000 cash prize.
Right, run that.
The winner obviously gets bragging rights.
Mm-hmm.
The winner gets to do a lot of other things. They get flown out and they get to, enjoy some other different perks. But the biggest thing that the winner gets, and I just got it in this box, it's not Ox's bad takes. The winner gets
a new heavyweight champion of the world.
The winner gets the official PCL belt. But until the winner gets assigned a PCL belt, let me see how this feels right quick.
Hey, man, Ron, you tainting the belt, bro. Stop touching it.
It's mine until the time being, but you guys go ahead and do the job that you're supposed to do, and this will get shipped out to you. I'll hand deliver it to you. Mars, can you please win so I can have an excuse to come out there? Now you see it, chat. Hey, it's officially official. $1,000 on the line and a PCL belt. Chat, how we feeling about this?
That looks like a restrictive waistband, man. I'm not sure that it's gonna fit all of us. So,
Yo, chat. I know where the belt is being kept right now. If you want the belt, hit my cash app. You know what I'm saying? I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen.
Yo, Ox, don't give out the address to your mama house.
Yep. All right, bro.
And Mars, like you were saying too, like it might not be able to fit around some people's waist, but some people could use it as a headband.
Nice.
Like Swiper with his big head ass. Sorry, put that thing over here. I could see Swiper wearing that as a headband.
I mean, I don't mind having a new belt. I mean, it's cool. Yeah. So,
Mars, are you gonna wear it live during the shows?
I mean, no one sees me from the waist down, so maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on my wall behind me. People been saying my background is a little bland. Maybe that's what. I don't know. Who knows? I'll come up with a plan for what I'm going to do with my belt when the time comes. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, tomorrow we will officially start the quest for who will go ahead and take this belt home. But y'all see it. It's nice merchandise. Ox, that means that box of your bad takes will be getting here sometime later today. So I won't be too surprised when I open it.
You can't carry that, Ron.
Oh, damn. All right, y'all. We got some super chats, so let's go ahead and dive into these. My man Culture Saunders said, shout out to the bandits, the biggest bandit reporting for dirty.
Shout out to you.
Mars, I'm sorry that you had to be exposed to that type of I don't know what the word is, you know what I'm saying? I don't got the vocab to call. Yeah, that rhetoric. I didn't want you to be exposed to that, Mars. I'm sorry that you had to put up with that.
Hey man, the world is full of different opinions, man. Who am I to judge?
Right on.
Also, I'm running I just ended the poll. I asked which group is the worst, and Group 1 ran away with it with 6.
Of course it did.
Is that wait? Is that crazy? Because now, like, chill. Once you demolish that group, they're gonna try to do you how
they gave him a Celtics run. That's what they did. They gave him a Celtics run.
They're gonna try to like him into the Celtics.
So what happens when I get to the finals and I win?
Right.
Then what happens?
No, because if you, I'm assuming Group 1 and Group 2 are on the same side of the bracket, and Group 3 and 4 are on the same side of the bracket. Okay. I don't know, but I'm assuming. So if you make it to the finals, that means after you got out of your group, you have to go against OG, Ox, Elder or Casual,
right?
Elder or Casual, whoever comes out of that group. That's more than likely going to be a tough matchup. You'll get your credit there.
Sure.
And then in the finals, you're going to go up against me, Pirate, Pen, Swiper, or Gifted, or one of the other viewer contestants. Maybe they're one of them once. Who knows? Because I was a viewer once, and now look at me, undefeated. So maybe they're going to go undefeated. You never know. So you're going to have a tough matchup, but you're just getting out the group for free. Like, you really don't have to show up until week 3, week 4. Like, you don't have to show up.
See, and Mars, that kind of attitude right there is what gets you beat. That's the kind of attitude right there. If you think you can just show up and not do homework.
That's what I've done every time, and I've won every time.
No, you haven't, Mars. You haven't won every time. That's the problem. See, so with that,
factually, I have. What do you mean?
Not factually. You have not, Mars. I scored 50 on you, Mars. I put 50 on you.
Okay, and
I put 50 on you.
My team scored 60.
Actually, your team scored 60. Your team scored 60.
50 more than 60.
My team scored 50. My team scored 58, and I scored 50 out of 58.
Okay, so J-Rob
had
60 to 58. It means I won.
So J-Rob had 8 points, 16 rebounds, 6 turnovers.
15, you said 15 rebounds, man. Don't hype up the stats now.
Oh, my bad. All right, 15 rebounds. And how many assists?
My nephew J-Rob gave him.
Or Chill. Was he not passing you the ball?
Chill was straight 1 flat.
Is that what it was, Mars?
4 flat straight to the ISO.
1 4 flat. There were no playmaking from J-Rob. There was no playmaking.
Yo, Mars, so were his rebounds just tip outs actually?
Yeah, like if anything, J-Rob was throwing Chill grenades and Chill was just scoring. Like he wasn't doing no playmaking.
Oh wow, he wasn't setting no screens or nothing.
No.
Wow.
He gave him some
man. Don't do J-Rob like that.
He was on his Thanasis. He was supporting for sure.
Did y'all hear what Jeff T said about that? Yeah. That's why I love Jeff T's podcast. Yeah. I'm telling you, I love Jeff T's podcast.
That's a real
all
thing,
the guys,
yo.
I love Jeff T. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't function without their people, man. You need your brothers sometimes, man. I believe that 100%.
That's why I think Thanasis is worth his salary. That's why I asked. It was either on Open Gym or on here, but I think it was Open Gym. How much would you be willing to pay Thanasis if it guarantees you Giannis? Like, if anything, like, don't view Thanasis as making 4 million to be Thanasis. Just add it onto Giannis' salary. Giannis is making 50 million, I think. So would you be willing to pay Giannis 55 million? If yes, give Thanasis his 4 million. That's how I'm viewing it, because you get Thanasis means you get Giannis. So if Thanasis is only making 3-4 million, just add that onto Giannis' salary. Would you be willing to pay that for Giannis? If the answer is yes, then you would like to have Thanasis on your team, because Giannis needs Thanasis and Thanasis needs Giannis, vice versa.
Hell no, I'm sending both their ass back to Sparta. Soft ass, you can't play without your brother. Just soft ass out of here.
Sparta. Nice.
Yeah.
Figure. I think Giannis this season that just passed. If I'm not mistaken, I think this season that just passed, Giannis was on the books, I think, for 48. If I'm not mistaken, I'll tell you right now what Giannis was on the books for. This season that just passed, Giannis was on the books for 45.
Giannis on the page.
His brother was on the books for 2. So basically, you got Giannis for $47 million. According to Mars,
that's the steal.
You got Giannis for $47 million. That's essentially what you got him for.
Oh, he getting 68 million in 2025-26. Okay, Giannis gonna get paid soon. Okay, right now he getting underpaid, but 2 years from now, Giannis gonna be
Thanasis is still gonna be getting that 2 million. Shout out to Thanasis.
Hey, so 70 million for Giannis. I mean, would you use 2 roster spots and 48 million for Giannis? I would. That's basically how I'm viewing it if I'm the Bucks. Giannis cost me 2 roster spots on 49 million.
So Mars, take it a step further than that. If you looking at, like, in your estimation, the top 4 best basketball players in the world. So if Joker had a brother who Joker needed his brother in order to play, would you not do the same thing for Joker's brother? If Luka had a brother who was just, he was good enough to fill a roster spot. He wasn't completely terrible. He was good enough to fill a roster spot, the 15th spot. Are you paying Luka's younger brother? Or I'm sorry, I think that's his older brother, to be honest with you. I think Thanasis is older.
Yeah, Thanasis is older. Thanasis used to be a baller, though. Let's respect that. Thanasis
got drafted off his own merit. He never got drafted because of Giannis. Now, is he in the league right now because of Giannis? Probably. But he got drafted off his own merit. So let's give Thanasis some credit. He's not just an incompetent basketball player. He is a very good basketball player, borderline NBA caliber, who's in the league because of his brother. But he's still one of the best basketball players in the world, undoubtedly.
The only thing about Thanasis is his Shaq in a full highlight clip is ridiculous. That's the only reason y'all hate on Thanasis, is because when you put his bloopers together, it looks insanely wild.
But have you seen the highlights though? Like, have you seen like when he gives you a hezzy and gets to the rim, or like he hits a step back? Like the highlights are there too. Like when Thanasis gets in the game, he knows it's Thanasis time. He not playing into the team scheme. Let Thanasis bring the ball up the court. He running ISOs. Like Thanasis know what time it is when he in the game, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But hey, he gonna play with energy.
Well, I mean, Thanasis like, what y'all gonna do? Cut me?
Yeah, like he chilling.
Right.
Hey, I'm a max player technically. I'm signed for 49 million, or it was 47 million.
Right.
I'm technically signed for 47 million. I'm included in Giannis's contract. But you guys just gonna let 47 million walk out the door?
The type, but you know the type of dude Giannis is, which I love about Giannis is how you know I just made that little joke, you know, whatever. I was, you know, I'm just playing. I love the hell of my little brother, you know what I'm saying? But like the type of family oriented guy that Giannis is, I wouldn't be surprised if he was on some like all four of his brothers get a quarter of his contract type dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Really like.
Keep it in the family, 100%.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if it came out later on that this whole time Giannis was giving a quarter of his contract to each one of his brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ox, remember who we talking about here? We ain't just talking about my brother. We talking about like we all came up together. Like we slept. Like they was destitute. They was sleeping in the same bed. And
right.
And you know we didn't have a lot. Now all of a sudden we go from not having a lot to, yo, there's a parade. And one of the main reasons why I'm here. It's because of my brother. If my brother wasn't here, it would be hard for me to function. Yo, I don't know if y'all know this, but Giannis, when he first got to Milwaukee, and I thought this was wild as hell, Giannis ran to the arena because when he first got there, he ran to the arena because he didn't have a ride, and somebody picked him up on the street and recognized him and gave him a ride to the arena. That's how green Giannis was. He had no idea what was going on. None whatsoever. He didn't live that far from the arena. He was sending his every what the paychecks that he was getting. He was sending all the dough home, all of it.
Yeah,
that's how green Giannis was.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like we make jokes about it and stuff like that. Like, but that's like they're really family oriented, and I love that about them. And on top of that, like I was serious. Like I really used to like Thanasis game. Like I used to really be somewhat of a fan of Thanasis. You know what I'm saying? So. You know what I'm saying? I like the story too. It's just, you know, it's good to hear stuff like that. Like good guys get money and still look out for the fam. They don't change who they are, don't change their values. I love that. I
do want this to be known though too. Like Ox, I know you just came up here and said that Giannis is splitting a fourth of the money, or he could be splitting a fourth of his money with his brothers.
Well, I don't know that. No.
I get what you're saying, but also too, I do want to say like Thanasis was the first person to be rich in their family.
Right.
Thanasis played for Panathinaikos, and he got drafted from Panathinaikos, which means he was a top player for Panathinaikos, which means he was getting paid handsomely.
Right.
Hostess played for the Lakers.
I did have a job too. Let's not make it sound like Giannis the only one that got a job. I got a job too. I might not be as good as him, but I got a job too. So
Hostess just won another championship in Europe this year with Panathinaikos.
Yeah,
he's getting paid well as well. Alex, the youngest brother, he's playing somewhere overseas as well. Like they all got jobs and they're all getting paid. Now I know Giannis is in a completely different stratosphere when it comes to getting paid. But so I'm saying like all of these dudes are well off by themselves. They all got contracts.
I mean, I know that's my brother, and I know he's one of the best players in the world, if not arguably the best player in the world. But you know, I got a job too. I can get with that. Yeah.
Iffy Easy's been a member for 10 months. He said LeBron getting only third team was already bad when it was first announced. Now it looks criminal.
Well, nothing he's doing now has any bearing on the NBA, so it's irrelevant. LeBron could average 75 in the Olympics. It wouldn't change how he played in the NBA season, so it doesn't mean anything, like, at all. So...
DR's been a member for 7 months. Not coming to court is a crime. Who didn't come to court?
I don't know.
Chill ain't come to court.
Chill, you didn't go to court?
I don't know what that means. Sorry.
Chill ain't go to court. That's what happened. No Chill.
I don't know what that means. Sorry.
Chill, you scared to face the judge?
No. If I'm on some nonsense, I gotta wear it. So no, I don't have a problem with it.
It Zamzay said, man, bump KD. Bron better.
KD,
is he? Is he?
For Team USA?
Nah, let's just say in general, right now, who's better?
Man, I'm not going against Bron stands on something I can't be bothered to do, so I'm picking LeBron anytime. Anytime it's close, I'm going with LeBron. I can't be bothered with LeBron stands game, Madden. I'm sorry, that's annoying. So sorry, KD stands. You guys are less toxic than LeBron stands, so I'm picking LeBron.
Y'all let me know. I just ran a poll right now. Who's better today, LeBron or KD?
I don't think I can vote on that poll, man. I don't know. I can't call it. I really can't call it.
Ox, did you skip court?
What are you talking about?
Did you skip court?
Also, would never do such a thing.
Okay. Upstanding citizen. Gabe Too Funny 02 has been a member for 6 months. Said problem with Team USA, the young guys not ready.
Ron, what's been happening with Halliburton, man?
The minutes have gone down significantly. Like he went
He's
from
a bum.
And the minutes have gone down significantly. You would think that Steve Kerr would be more inclined to play a guy like Halliburton, considering the passer that he is and the kind of offense that Steve Kerr run with the ball moving like it does and the playmaker that Halliburton is. But he didn't hardly get any run. I don't understand why.
I'm telling you about the redundancy theory. I'm telling you.
The redundancy theory, you're right. It is a redundancy theory. Steve Kerr is the Steph Curry merchant. He can't do nothing without Steph. Same offense, same plays, same thing. He needs Steph Curry. Like he can't.
Well, Ron, he's not an idiot. If I got Steph Curry here and I got Tyrese there, it's like, Tyrese, get the damn water and shut up. You know, like, you think you're here to play over Steph Curry?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You better sit your young ass down and learn something.
When's Anthony Edwards gonna start passing the ball?
That's not why he there, Moss. He there to show that he the best player on Team USA. That's why he's not passing the ball. He wants to show. No, that's not my game. My game is to get buckets, and my game is to defend. And I'm trying to show that I'm better, right? I'm better than James. I'm better than all of you dudes. That's why I'm here.
He thinks he's the main character. Like at first, you know, when I was talking, once again, I want to reiterate. I love Anthony Edwards' confidence. You know what I'm saying? I love the chit chat. I love the shit talking. I love all of that, right? But like, bro, you're not the main character though, bro. Like,
he think he is though, Ox.
Yeah, and sometimes and as much as I was hyping it up, and as much as I still love the confidence from the kid, it's kind of like, bro, you know. Be for real though, you know. Like I thought this whole shit was a joke. Like I thought you was just playing, bro. Calm down. Like,
no, he does. He the little dude at the park that want to play. That's who Anthony Edwards is. That's exactly who he is.
Yeah. Well, him and Tyrese need to relax, man. Get that water ready, man.
Christopher D, who we almost thought was the real wild card, but he's been a member for 16 months. He said international play. He said international play has improved since the 92 team. They would struggle in this era of Olympians today. The 92 team only faced 9 players internationally in the Olympics versus the 61 in this 2014 or this 2014 will play.
That's a terrible comparison because the players on the 92 Olympic team, they all played in the NBA, which means we faced NBA players on the regular. Facing NBA players on the international level, I mean, okay, the competition is still there, but it's not like we didn't see that. We still saw NBA players on the regular. So I don't understand why that would matter. Because you got more NBA players together. We are the best group of NBA players.
Yeah, 30 years ago.
Yes, I won't. That part I won't argue, Moss. No, I won't.
Would they be the best group of NBA players today? Probably not, but who knows? Maybe.
What? You don't believe they would be more?
What, Magic Johnson with, Larry Bird with a bad back?
That's what I was about to ask you, Moss. Okay,
Chris Mullin.
So the problem is the game today. We're talking about the long ball, right? How fast the game is, how more wide open the game is. So you got more guys shooting the long ball. You got bigger guys stepping out and stretching the defense. Guys like Joker, guys like Anthony Davis. From the long ball line, not just in the mid-range, but from the long ball line. Now, a guy like Ewing would struggle against Joker. I won't argue that, Moss. I will not argue that. Ewing would struggle against Joker. Would David Robinson struggle against Wemby on the perimeter? I don't think so. I don't think he would have a problem with Victor Wembanyama on the perimeter. Now, as far as speeding the game up, I can appreciate your logic when you talk about Larry Bird with a bad back. Bird was over. Anybody that says, yo, Larry Bird was on it. Larry Bird in 1992 was 35 years old. He could hardly walk. Bird was over. So let's get to the bottom of that. Now, as far as Magic was still awesome. Magic was still awesome. He could still speed the game up. You still had guys like Drex on one wing, Jordan on the other wing, Scottie Pippen also. Now you're talking about long ball shooters. Chris Mullin, one of the best long ball shooters in the game. 100% he was one of the best long ball shooters in the game. And then you got guys like Ewing who could stretch the defense and knock down the mid-range. Also, David Robinson playing in the mid-range. Now, don't get me wrong, Mars, that playing 30 feet away from the basket, I think that might be of a stretch, but not everybody on this crew. Anthony Edwards isn't a consistent knockdown long ball shooter. I don't love Devin Booker knocking down the long ball on the regular against this team defensively. I think that he'd have his struggles with Drexler just in transition as a transition defender. I think he'd have problems with guys like that on that dream team. And the stance of it just being the long ball, I think that's where the biggest problem is. Because I feel like from a talent standpoint, I don't think that there's that much of a gap. Don't get me wrong. I say that Bird is over. So we got to take Bird out of it.
Chill. Bird doesn't have to be Bird over, Bird under, Bird wherever. It don't matter. They don't need Bird. Get rid of Bird. This 1992 team dominates today. They bully them. They punk this team right now. This team gets punked. Drew Holiday can't fight against five guys.
I think they would have struggled. I don't think they would have struggled against South Sudan, Mars. I'm gonna be honest. I think they would have served South Sudan. I do. I think they would have.
Ain't the dream team lose to the select team in the scrimmage?
Well, the game wasn't over. The game wasn't over, but they were losing. And let's now don't leave it there, Mars. They played them again the next day.
Yeah, and destroyed them.
Okay, that's what makes.
Yeah, but it goes back to not taking a team serious because you think they're better than them. Why would they not do the same to South Sudan if they did it to their own select team?
I don't know if they just didn't take them serious, but I think that's just ball. There was some young hungry dudes that was like, man, we get a chance to play these guys, like we're gonna kick their ass. You know what I'm saying?
And by the way, you already seen the select team, Mars, with Cooper Flagg and all of them dudes. You've seen them already. Now we are in the Olympics. They wouldn't be taking these. South Sudan, that's Angola. That's who that is. And I don't think that they would look at South Sudan like Team Select. In fact, they'd be looking at South Sudan like South Sudan wasn't even as good as Team Select.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think I look at that as in ball, like anybody can be anybody, you know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
You know,
yes.
Even though I do feel like that 92 dream team is better than most of these teams and spank most of these teams, I'm not going to be naive about it and act like they won't get their ass kicked, you know what I'm saying, on any given night.
Yeah. Anybody can.
This 92 team is just so imposing, though. Like, we're talking about prime Jordan. We're talking about 6'9" point guard Magic Johnson that is still very close to his peak.
He's still in his prime.
We're talking about Charles Barkley, who
prime.
Woo! Y'all know who Charles Barkley was at this moment in time.
Prime Barkley.
We're talking about
Scottie Pippen.
We're talking about Scottie
Pippen. Ain't even in his prime yet, by the way.
Nature.
Pip wasn't even in his prime yet. He was only in year 5.
Skill-wise, no. Athletically, Pippen is a monster. We're talking about Mars.
I
know. Guy, but come on, hey, he is quite.
In 92,
in 92, he might be the most imposing player in the whole Olympics.
Definitely the most dangerous for sure.
With one of the best 18-foot games in the game and one of the better transition players in the game.
We're talking about David Robinson in 1992.
Yes.
Like, I need y'all to understand, this is not these guys in 99. This is not these guys in the early 80s. This is 1992. These guys are all in peak shape.
And by the way, Ron, the dudes you just said, David Robinson and Scottie Pippen, they're the 2 youngest dudes on the crew, by the way. Of the guys on the crew. Christian Laettner doesn't really play that much, but
we're not
talking about
Christian Laettner.
Don't get me wrong, Mars. Yes, he was a college guy. He was the college guy. I won't argue that. But of the guys that played in the NBA at that time, both Scottie Pippen and David Robinson, they were the two youngest on the crew. Everybody else was years into the game, 7, 8 years into the game, and they were basically in their prime, basically.
Shit, this fool in the chat talking about who's guarding KD, like Ron just didn't mention Scottie Pippen. Like 92 Scottie Pippen ain't out here taking the ball from Kevin Durant.
35-year-old Scottie Pippen.
Kevin Durant better move the ball. When he catches it, he better pass that thing.
We ain't even mentioned Clyde Drexler.
Who does he have to pass to, man? Damn. Steph Curry. Man. LeBron. Joel Embiid. Man.
Joel Embiid. Did you not just hear Chill talk about David Robinson? Pass it to Joel Embiid if you want to. Go ahead. Okay. See what happens.
Yeah, we're just gonna set that high pick and roll for Steph Curry. Oh no.
Yeah. And once again, like I said, Scottie Pippen's on the floor.
Oh, so he's guarding KD and then he switches out onto pick and roll with Steph.
No, Mars. That's
Scottie Pippen must be Jesus Christ at this point.
That's why the black. Hey, Mars. That's why the black cat's out there. We got the black cat for Steph Curry.
Come on, Steph don't want that with 92 J. Come on, man.
That high pick and roll, Mars, I can appreciate that. But that dream team, one, they're gonna speed the game up. I saw your transition defense with Steph Curry, with James, with Joel Embiid. I seen your transition defense. It's terrible. It's not good at all.
Sure.
100%. It's egregious. So Magic, Malone, Drex, Jordan, Scottie Pippen, we're gonna make the game super fast against you dudes. In the process of making the game super fast, we're going to get Chris Mullin wide open looks at the long ball line. We're going to get Bird wide open looks at the long ball line. Because what we're not going to do, Mars, is we're not going to play totally how you guys play. Because we ain't that good at the long ball line. We can't do that. Because if we do that, we'll get smoked. But playing the way we play fast, keeping the game fast. Now, when we get in the half court, we do have all-league defenders in David Robinson who do know how to deal with the pick and roll. We do have all-league defenders in Ewing who, I mean, if he's got to deal with Anthony Davis on the perimeter, I think he can handle himself with Anthony Davis on the perimeter, as opposed to Joker, because Anthony Davis isn't the distributor. He ain't the playmaker that Joker is. So I'm not really that worried about Anthony Davis and Patrick Ewing. Now, when we're talking about when y'all get in the half court, now Devin Booker got to deal with Air Jordan, right? KD at 35 years old, hobbled. He got to deal with Scottie Pippen's playmaking. He's got to deal with Scottie Pippen getting downhill. I think it's going to be a little bit difficult for these guys. Now, I can't leave out the most important guy for this crew, because Team USA does have LeBron James. I can't leave that out. That's very important to mention when we get in the half court. And James is going to try to bully himself to the basket, which is what he's done to these guys. I don't think he'll be able to do that against Malone. I doubt that. I don't think he'll be able to do that with Malone. I don't.
Who's going to deal with Charles Barkley on the other end too?
And who's he going to deal with on the other end?
Whoever's in front of him.
Oh, so now Charles Barkley defends. All right.
Wait, cool. Wait. Hold on, Mars. If Charles Barkley can handle Horace Grant as a defender, I think he can handle Bam. I do.
Bam.
Charles Barkley can't guard anything.
I think he can handle Bam. I'm not saying that Bam. I'm not saying that Horace Grant is better than Bam, but I'm thinking as a defender. That's what I'm thinking about. I think that if he can do work against Horace Grant, I think he can handle Bam.
Charles Barkley's one of the worst defenders I've ever seen. So,
yo, with all due respect to AD and his defense, with all due respect to Bam Adebayo and his defense, they don't want it with Karl Malone.
I'm not respecting it.
I don't blame them. Want it with Karl Malone. You know what?
No, go. Keep going, Ron. Keep going, Ron. I don't care about none of that off the court shit. Karl Malone is killing them dudes. Karl Malone is.
Oh, so now he committed murder too, or are we just adding to the rap sheet?
Certainly, yes. Okay. After these Olympics, he's going straight to the slammer. He's going straight to the penitentiary because he's killing
them.
He's killing them. I'll be like, I don't like whatever he did off the court. I don't even care. He's killing them dudes. It's not even funny. Like. AD could not hang with Karl Malone, bro. He cannot hold Karl Malone.
Hey, chill. What was the starting lineup of that dream team?
Magic at the 1, Jordan at the 2. It was Bird initially, but then Scottie Pippen, Malone, and David Robinson.
So they was coming off the bench with Ewing and Barkley at the 4 and 5.
I'm sorry, Barkley started. I take that back. Barkley started. Scottie Pippen came off the bench. Yeah, Barkley started. Scottie Pippen came off the bench.
And John Stockton barely played.
Yes, Stockton barely played. Think about that for a second.
Yeah, interesting. It's almost as if they knew, but hey.
Nah, here's the thing. It's like, so it's very similar to today. You got best passer. Yeah, exactly. It's like
he already know you, Ron. He already knows where you're going, Ron. He knows you.
Very similar. It's like John Stockton, you're amazing. Magic Johnson's on the team. Halliburton, you're amazing. Steph Curry's on the team. Simple as that. But it's a good hypothetical segment. Very, very good. I would love to see this game if we ever get a time machine. We'd love to make that happen.
That would be so dope.
That's what I'm saying. All these inventions and everything they coming up, but when are we going to get the time machine?
Where's the time? Hey, if I'm not mistaken, you could get people to look younger, right? I see Will Smith in movies in 2018. They put him 20. AI makes him 25 years younger. You can't put a time machine together to throw that to put a time machine together to put people in it and go back in time.
Yeah, like where is that? I'm trying to catch up with Adina Howard. You know what I'm saying? Can I get that time machine, please?
Oh, Adina Howard was so whack, Ron. She so tricked me. I heard that one song from her. I went and bought the album that next day. Garbage. Trash.
Damn the album, shit. We ain't gonna be in the studio.
That album was garbage. Mars, have you ever been disappointed in an album?
I'm too much of a music casual to be disappointed in an album. To be honest. If I don't like it, I just turn it off. I'm not disappointed. I don't go into things with expectation. I realize expectation is what creates disappointment. You expect something and then that'll happen, you get disappointed. You don't expect anything. Whatever happens, you just live with. That's why the only thing that disappoints me is Joel Embiid's injuries, man. But next year, he's gonna be healthy. Next year.
DSG Piccolo saw this question the other day. Peak for peak, who's better, Kawhi or D-Wade? Also, did y'all see Gilbert Arenas, his crazy comments after the South Sudan game?
They on his ass.
What did he say?
He was wild.
He was just, I mean,
you know, he's good for it.
He was disrespectful, Ox.
It was just
South Sudan
against Africa in general. But South Sudan was the talking point.
He's good for it.
Them dudes should never wear black jerseys because you can't see them. Yeah, he was.
It's weird that you guys are considered African Americans, but seem to dismiss the African part.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
What is wrong with Gilbert?
Yeah, he was wild as hell with that.
Oh, it's a real bro. That's what I be saying, bro. That's all on purpose.
Mic away.
He was wild as hell for that. Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, he did.
It's weird.
Them dudes shouldn't wear. They should never wear black jerseys because you can't see them. Like, Gil, you know that microphone is on, right? What are you doing, B? What's wrong with you? Are you crazy?
I know Gil. I know he used to get his ass kicked when he was young. I know he used to. It's no way he. No way he got away with it.
Ox, what your mama tell you? Just because it's on your mind.
Yeah, right. Just be quiet sometimes, bro.
Just because it's on your mind does not mean you should say it. No.
The only problem I have with bro, and I don't want to get too far into it. The only problem I have with him is like, you already have like clout. You're already famous. You know what I mean? You're already famous. I don't know what your pockets look like, but I know you got paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You can actually really talk ball, and people are gonna tune in.
Right. You don't have to. Focus, Ron.
And then you saw, and then the thing about it is he said that little. Remember when he was talking crazy? He was talking crazy to the young fella. He was talking crazy to the young fella that was running around trying to catch up with Brian. And then when he seen him in Tacoma, it was all giggles and hey, how you doing? That soft ass shit. Be like, shut your. Hey, hate that shit, man. I hate that.
I forgot Gil was up here that weekend. That was
I got you.
That was Ezekiel last year. Gil and the whole his whole crew was up here last year. Wonder who's gonna be up here this year. But DSG Piccolo also said, peak for peak, who's better, Kawhi or D-Wade? Who y'all got?
Peak for peak.
If you just take out injuries, like just ignore that Kawhi gets hurt.
Yeah. I mean, D-Wade was kind of,
Yeah, but you can get 3 years where D-Wade was healthy. That doesn't exist for Kawhi, not in a row anyway.
And he was awesome. And he was fantastic. That was 3 years. So peak for peak. So I'm thinking 15, 16, 19. Was he better than Dwayne Wade during that time? Elite defender with one of the best mid-range games that I ever seen. Was he better than Dwayne Wade? Health matters, man. Health does matter.
Dwayne Wade was better offensively.
So what were we talking about for D-Wade? We talking about
because he was definitely better.
Wade
was a better distributor.
I go
7 to 10.
I don't include 06 in D-Wade's peak. I don't think.
Okay. No, he was only in year 3. He was only in year 3.
I think he was drastically better, like 09.
Yeah.
2011 should be unanimously in his peak, but I understand they didn't win in the finals. But that's what I'm saying.
He still was awesome.
So what are we doing? 8 to 12?
I'd go like 9 to 11 ish those years, I'd say. Because obviously he started dealing with the injuries like 07 and 08. So I wouldn't include those years just because of that. So I'd say 9, 10, and 11, those 3 years for D-Wade.
Yeah. I want to put 8 in there too, even though, but
I'm not mad at it. He just got
so Leonard, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yo, bro, it's not even that funny, bro.
Well, 17, 18, I played 9 games.
But he didn't play that season, right? Because he got hurt. So
that's the issue. Just getting 3 years for Kawhi is borderline impossible.
So I got 3.
I do 19, 20, and 21. That's why I do.
So
19, 20, and 21 19, might be some of the best basketball from an individual.
But he broke down in 21 too. Mars broke down in the playoffs.
I know, but I gotta pick something. I'm sorry, I gotta pick something. At least he gave me some playoff games.
But chill, the whole you got the whole season. And then what? That was second round against Utah when he got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt in the second round.
Yeah, that's enough basketball.
That's the best I'm gonna get. Yeah, that's the best I'm gonna get in terms of health.
I'm a huge D-Wade fan. It's no way I can put any. It's hard for me to put any peak ahead of Kawhi 19, 20, 21. That was incredible what I was seeing from Kawhi. And just like I'm seeing in the chat, respect 17 Kawhi. You have to like. What Kawhi was doing 17 was
if 18
crazy.
Doesn't exist, if it was 17,
that's why I'm going. That's why I'm leaning toward. That's why I'm leaning toward because the reason why I'm leaning toward the 17, the 15, 16, 16, 17, that 1 year, 17, 18 where he got hurt, and then 18, 19. The reason why I'm leaning toward that because he did break down in 21 and he didn't finish for the rest of the playoffs. I think that's substantially worse than him missing the season because the reason why I feel like it's worse than him missing the season because off the strength of them actually getting there and then he broke down. Like he broke down, I feel like it would have just been better if he didn't play at all. The fact that you got there because especially at that time in 17, 18, he was still here. And then the next year, which is 18, 19, one of the best peaks that I think in the NBA that we've seen. I have to go 17, 16, 15, 16, 16, 17, and 18, 19. I don't know.
We can't take 21 out for Kawhi. He was so nasty in 21.
That was the best Kawhi's ever been.
Which one, Mark?
2021, I think is the best Kawhi's ever been.
You think he was better
than 21 than he was in 19? Yeah,
I think 18, he was better. I don't even think 19 is better than 2017. I think they just won.
That's what I was about to say. 19 and
2019 is like Kawhi's third best year in my opinion.
I don't know if 2021 was better than 16, 17.
21, his playmaking was so much better. His mid-range game was dialed all the way up to 15. He was scoring on anyone he wanted to. He was still playing high-level defense. People, for some reason, forget 2019 Kawhi's defensive effort was very inconsistent. Like, I got 21 as Kawhi's best year, 17 is his second best year, 19 is his third best year. Do y'all remember that season, like, all of a sudden, Kawhi started doing that. He was standing in front of dudes, just going between the legs, back and forth between the legs, waiting and then make a move and go.
Yeah.
Like Kawhi put something else in his bag, and in 21 season, I was amazed at what I was seeing from Kawhi. I think that's the best Kawhi, if you ask me. I was crazy. But then again, that's what I'm saying. But then again, if we go back and really, and I know y'all said y'all don't want to talk about 06, 07 D-Wade, but like.
He hurt his shoulder that year, 06, 07, where he hurt his shoulder.
I don't mean like that season. I'm talking about like 2006 and 2007 and 2008, 2009. Mm-hmm. Like from the year when they won the championship, even though he was only in year 3, until 2011, D-Wade got an argument.
When was those? So with that being said, Ox, when were those from? He showed up in 2003. From 2003 to when did he start slowing down in your estimation?
When Bron got there, like
so 2010.
12, yeah.
So James showed up in 2000. James showed up in 2010. So around 2012 is when he started slowing down. So we go on this.
I would say so. Yeah.
So in between 2003 and 2012, what are the peak seasons? So we talking about we here.
2009.
1 year is 09. 09 is the best.
Yeah, I'll definitely give you. I'll definitely give you 09. I'm willing to go 08 too. I am.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 08 in terms of how good he was. Yeah, but it's another year he was hurt. So that's what I say. 9, 10, and 11. That's what I do. And I understand throwing in 06 because A, the Heat won a chip. B, what he did in the finals. But I think if you watch 06 D-Wade and then you compare it to 09 D-Wade,
those two guys are different.
You see a drastic difference in how much better he was in 09.
Yes.
In my
but wait a second, because I know they won in 06, but D-Wade was dope in 05.
Yeah, and they would have gone to the finals if he ain't get hurt against the Pistons.
Yeah. Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like 05, D-Wade was nasty.
Here's the thing, though. Keep going.
D-Wade was a top 10 player in the league in year 2.
We can take it back to Marquette.
D-Wade was a top 10 player in the league in year 2, in my opinion. Top 15 at the worst.
I'll co-sign that. I'll stand with you on that, Marge.
D-Wade was
so in 03, 04, 05, he's a top 10 player.
I'll say top 15 guaranteed.
He was better than Bron.
I'm pretty sure he was top 10. But if I'm like forgetting guys because I'm saying that off the top of my head, I can understand it. But I'm like certain he was a top 15 player in the league in year 2. Like almost certain. As close to
so if you think about if you think about the 04-05 season, I'm gonna give you some names, Mars. In the 04-05 season, was he better than Tracy McGrady?
Team of my favorite player, man.
I'm sorry to throw a monkey wrench in it right away.
But that's T-Mac's first year in Houston, right?
We'll come back to Tracy McGrady.
No. Chill. No.
You want to stay there, Ron?
Yes, I want to stay right here. T-Mac was better.
Okay.
T-Mac, I'm sorry. D-Wade was filthy. He did not quite have T-Mac yet.
Ain't no not quite right. He wasn't messing with
that's T-Mac's first year in Houston, right? Or am I misremembering?
Yeah.
So Tracy McGrady.
Yeah. I go this T-Mac, man. It's T-Mac.
Okay, how about you know what I'll do, Mars? I'll stick with the backcourt. Was he better than Steve Nash in 04-05?
No.
How about Allen Iverson?
I want to talk more about this Steve Nash. Honestly.
No, I don't think he was better than AI.
No Allen Iverson. Bryant.
That's 3. No, hell,
fuck.
Ray Allen.
That's Sonics, right?
Ray Allen, yes. 05 Ray Allen. Was he better than Ray Allen? Now we talking about this is great one-on-one player. This ain't just a long ball shooter that was in Boston. We're talking about the great one-on-one player, still athletic, still running down the gut, dunking on guys. That Ray Allen was Wade better than him in 2005.
I think he was. I think he was better than Ray. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Okay. How about Gil?
Right quick chill.
Yep. Okay.
You can see my background. You know where I come from. You know who my team was in 2005. Right. I would have been so much more happier if our star player was Dwayne Wade.
You would have took.
Leave it at that.
I
would have loved 05 D-Wade over Ray Allen.
I got D-Wade. So I'm AI, Kobe, Nash, team.
At this point, we got Nash, we got Bryant, we got Allen Iverson.
We got Nash though.
I 1000% have Nash. If you don't, that's fine.
100%.
I'm not changing my mind.
Yes.
No, I'm not trying to. Not trying to.
How about Gilbert Arenas?
He's better than Gil.
In
no disrespect to Gil, because that was Pete Gil. No disrespect.
Sure. How about Dirk?
Nah. He ain't got that. I'm sorry, he ain't got that.
How about James?
Yes.
Yeah, he better than.
Yes, he was better than Bron.
In 2005.
I said that too hastily. Let me slow down. I said that too hastily.
I didn't. I got D-Wade over Bron.
In 2005.
Yes, I got D-Wade.
2005 LeBron.
This year 2.
This is year 2. This is year 2.
We know he was putting up 27, 7, and 7. That's LeBron. He's gonna put up 27, 7, and 7.
Right.
I'm factoring that in. I don't know.
Led the league in minutes. 2 steals a game. Give you a block a game too.
Better
D-Wade was a better defender than LeBron. 1,000.
1-on-1. So I think I'm at 5, Mars. I got Dirk. I got Iverson.
I'll give it to Bron.
Okay, so I got Dirk. I got Iverson. I got Dirk. I got James. I got Iverson. I got Steve Nash. I got Bryant.
Team.
Y'all skated over that Gilbert too fast.
Tracy McGrady.
I'll go Wade over Gil. I'll give it to Bron. Bron got it.
Okay. How about Duncan?
Yeah, Duncan.
Moss, don't do this.
Duncan got it. Duncan got it.
How about KG?
KG got it.
Clears.
How about the Diesel?
In 04?
05.
So first year in Miami, Shaq. He was the best player on the Heat, basically.
I got D-Wade.
That was tough though. It's tough.
Yeah, that
was like low-key the last year we got a Shaq too. Like Shaq.
And we just talking about this. We just talking about year 2 Dwayne Wade. So I don't think he's there yet. I'm taking Diesel over him.
Okay. I wouldn't argue. He wasn't Shaq, but he was Shaq.
So, he wasn't over me. He still was elite.
Yeah, he was. That was as close to Shaq you could get without it being Shaq. So.
Yeah, I like it. I'm not mad at Shaq.
That's 8. Yeah,
so I got 8 guys. How about Amari Stoudemire?
Woo!
It sounds like it got warm in here.
I got D-Wade.
Sounds
like
it got
only because of how bad I thought Amari was defensive. But I got D-Wade.
This is the same.
Amari is the reason y'all got Steve Nash.
Because 06, guess who didn't play? I guess who I still had? Steve Nash. So chill out.
I'm cooked. Okay.
People forget that block he got against the Spurs in the conference finals in like game 2 or something to win in the game. Shout out to Amari. But I got D-Wade.
So we still at 8. All right. We still at 8. How you feel about Ben Wallace, Mars?
I respect Ben, but come on. Give me D-Wade.
I got D-Wade.
Okay. So
he's too bad offensively. Like he's just too bad.
Sure. How you feel about how you feel about Sean Marion?
The only player on the Suns better than D-Wade is Steve Nash.
Okay, no problem. Let's see. How you feel about Vince Carter?
5 Nets VC.
Yeah.
I got D-Wade. 05, I got D-Wade.
How you feel about Jason Kidd?
Oh yeah. J Kidd. Give me J Kidd.
Are we taking Jason Kidd?
I think J Kidd got it.
How we feel about Paul Pierce at that time?
Oh, Paulie, easy.
Do J Kidd got it?
During that time.
Yeah, but this ain't 03. Like this is a couple years off.
I
know, but like, I mean, J Kidd did start declining at a certain point in his career. Like his defense wasn't as good in 05 as it was in 02. Like he was getting worse. But had he added the 3 ball by 05?
No, he didn't get that until like 07.
I might have D-Wade over J Kidd. I might have 05. I think I got D-Wade. I think I got D-Wade over J Kidd.
Okay, so you take him.
Hold on. How far had J Kidd declined from his back-to-back?
No, he was still in his prime. That was only in year 9.
He was in his prime, but he went in his peak. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not certain how far ahead J Kidd's peak is ahead of D-Wade by 06, if I'm honest. But that's just me. I'm not sure how far ahead it is. So any decline might be enough for me, just in terms of how high.
I can't get with that. I know we all got our own opinions. I respect your opinion, but I just can't get with that one.
I still got J Kidd too.
Yeah, I'm not about to argue passionately about why because J Kidd is like that. I'm about to argue passionately. You also have Paul Pierce.
I did say Paul Pierce, but
you look like you were struggling with that one too, Morris. Paul Pierce. Why is that?
Yeah, because Paul Pierce was like that. Like I'm not one of those people.
That's
what I'm saying. Like people are mad at Paul Pierce because of what he says about LeBron 10 years after he's retired.
Yeah,
Paul Pierce was,
and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like why are we even having to struggle with that? I think Paul Pierce clears.
Yeah, I mean clears. I don't know because D-Wade.
Okay, so that one right there is a little tricky.
Yeah, I think we're getting into his range.
You having trouble with that too?
I'm not having trouble with that. But with that,
you got Paul Pierce just clear.
No, I got Dwayne Wade. I don't think Paul Pierce was ever better than Dwayne Wade. But with that being said, the one guy that I know for a fact is going to trip Mars up, Manu Ginobili.
Oh, Manu.
Come on,
Manu's better.
Manu.
So when did D-Wade get better than Manu? In 06?
Never, bro.
What was that?
09?
Yeah. Y'all do
that
remember
far,
06,
Mars?
right?
Are we going that far?
I'm sorry, the year was longer than just the finals. I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
Yeah, but
09 is when I'm like, yeah, D-Wade the second best 2-guard in the league. Maybe the best, like low-key, but nah, Manu got it. I'm sorry.
How about Jermaine O'Neal?
I've watched too much of those Spurs teams, mainly because I was also watching them play against the Suns all the time. Manu was better than him. I don't care if he wasn't starting. Manu was better than him. So I'm sorry. Guys can disagree with me. I know everyone's like, oh, Mars overrates Manu. He averaged 14, 50. I don't care. Manu Ginobili was better than him. And I'm not changing my mind on that. I don't care what you try and tell me. I don't care what you try and convince me of. Manu Ginobili was better than Dwayne Wade until Dwayne Wade got to that level in 09, in my humble opinion. I'm not going to try to convince anyone of it. I don't care. Manu Ginobili shot the ball better. Manu Ginobili's defensive effort was more consistent. Manu Ginobili passed the ball better. Manu Ginobili played off the ball better. Manu Ginobili was more impactful. Manu Ginobili was better than Dwayne Wade to me until 2009. I'm not changing my mind on that. I'm not apologizing about it. That's how I view Manu Ginobili. Anyone who tried quoting me the box score about Manu Ginobili, I'm just going to say you ain't watch him. Even if you did watch him, I don't care. Manu Ginobili was better, and I'm standing on it. That's how I view it. You can
that boy good right there.
Put that on TikTok. I don't care. TikTok's going to be like, he averaged 17 points. Dwayne Wade averaged 27. I don't care. He was better than him.
Yeah.
So,
TikTok. You're cooking, Mars, and keep cooking, Mars.
That's why I'm standing on. I don't care. Manu Ginobili was better. So,
I'm just going to say D-Wade is a better scorer at this time.
In 2009,
he has the ball in his hands.
2008, 2007, low-key 2006. D-Wade's a better scorer.
He has the ball in his hands.
That's what a love stops.
Hold on, wait. That's not. D-Wade's a better defender. And that's with all due respect. That's with all due respect.
D-Wade's at his peak defensively. Like when he's 1,000% dialed in and he's not just gambling for steals or gambling for blocks. And when he's locked in, yeah, he can do more defensively than Manu.
Manu was a gambler too.
Manu Ginobili.
But it was in the system, though. It wasn't reckless, though. Wait a minute, though, It was in the system,
Manu Ginobili was a better defender 1 through 82 than Dwayne Wade was, in my opinion. On a night-to-night basis, and I'm not talking about peak Dwayne Wade defensively. I'm talking about 05 Dwayne Wade. On a game-to-game basis, and I haven't watched all 82 from both of them, obviously. No one did. From the games I've watched of that season and those surrounding seasons, on a game-to-game basis, Manu Ginobili was more impactful defensively and gave up and was less detrimental defensively. Now, the games where D-Wade is 1,000% dialed in, he's a better defender and more capable, makes more plays, all of those things. But on a game-to-game basis, I think Manu Ginobili was the better defender in 05.
05 is without a question. I don't want to talk 05 because you said up until 2009. I want to more so talk. We can have a discussion about.
But the other years is a lot because of injuries.
Okay. All right.
What about in the Olympics, Ron?
07,
we get in 08 in the Olympics. When we get in 08 in the Olympics, so they saw them in the Olympics, and this was the conversation where who the best 2-guard in the world is. It was Bryant, then it was Manu Ginobili. That was going on, and Wade wanted to settle that.
D-Wade was in there too.
That's what I'm talking about. Wade wanted to settle that in the Olympics. He wanted to get that. He wanted to settle that in the Olympics, like who the best 2-guard in the world is.
Cold in that way.
Yeah, like D-Wade was arguably.
You could argue he was you could argue he was their best player in just terms of how he played. But everyone knew he wasn't better than Kobe. Right. But you could argue he played better than Kobe in the Olympics. I don't think anyone would have.
Right. I just miss those times. I miss those times when guys took that type of stuff personal and matched up with the other best player. You know what I'm saying? When Kobe and D-Wade would match up with each other. I miss those times, you know?
I wish D-Wade didn't get hurt in 05 in the playoffs so that we could have saw him go against the Spurs and Manu. I'm not saying like Manu would have outplayed him because Manu's role, like he's less. Dwayne Wade had the ball in his hands a lot more than Manu did. But I'm sorry. If you don't think it's a conversation, I'm not saying you guys, I'm talking in general. If you don't think it's a conversation between Dwayne Wade and Manu from like 05 to like 08, I think you don't know enough about basketball or Manu Ginobili.
100% it was. And people think about him as a rotation player, so they don't think it's a conversation. It 100% was.
I don't even entertain that like at all. When like if you know Manu, you know Manu. Like it don't matter what role you was playing. But what I do want to say though, I want to acknowledge like if the Heat go to the finals that year versus the Spurs, that would have been a movie. That might have been my favorite finals throughout the whole 2000s.
Oh, some other stuff gets settled too, Ron, because the Diesel and Tim Duncan on opposite sides of each other too.
Yeah.
So some other stuff gets settled too.
Oh,
absolutely.
that would have been a movie.
You just can't sell me, just like Mars can't be talked off that cliff with Manu Ginobili and Dwayne Wade. You can't tell me Dwayne Wade should have been the league MVP over LeBron James in 2008-09. You can't talk me off that. You cannot talk me off that hill. Yeah. You can't do it. Mm-mm.
Fellas, we got to keep it pushing. I got a gang of super chats. Let's go ahead and dive into these.
Let's do it.
Stacks different timing said Chill has the Celtics path to the finals.
Facts. That group is shout out to Children.
Respect Zach Cody though.
Your guy Bossman said I can die happy seeing a LeBron game winner in real life.
Oh, so he was at the game.
That's dope.
How many people are watching from England? What the hell? Walk in. This is an American sport, buddy.
Hey, shout out to London.
Kindly to your kind.
Yeah, shout out.
Go away. Go watch football.
You're sounding kind of like Gil right now. Relax,
Mars. Mars, the Olympics are in your city, Mars. What are you talking about?
No,
it's in Paris. I'm sorry. But,
it's
not in.
Yeah,
that's Smart City too.
The infringement English is not the same thing, Ron. What are you doing? What's going on, Mars?
But yeah, so back to the Dwayne Wade thing real quick. Top 15. Top 10? Top 15 for sure. He top 15.
Like I just wish we could have did the panel back then. I wish we could just time machine again, Chill. We teleport all the way back to 2005. We don't even know what's going on. We just talking. It's the same group. We the same age. We the same show. And we talking about basketball during this time. I just wonder what the conversations would be like.
Oh, the Steve Nash propaganda I'll be pushing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was not a big Steve Nash guy. Just off the strength that I did at that time, I thought he stole an MVP from Shaq. I did. I was in my feelings. I ain't gonna lie. I did.
I'll be standing up for those MVPs. So
100%
every day, fighting for those MVPs.
But when the 2006 one, that one I won't argue. But the 2005 one, I wasn't happy about that.
Tank Jones, y'all know the name, y'all know the face. He's been around for 9 months. He said, "Ron, where is Mike?"
Facts. Ron. If you put Mike in Chill's group, that would have been a real group, but it's cool.
Well, take Hayes out and put Mike in?
Yeah, then Chill might have had some problems, but well.
Maybe next time Mike could fill out the form and do what he's supposed to do to actually get involved with the PCL. But until then, we'll see a lot of caps in the chat.
Man, Mike is such a
all right, there you go. Step Back 123 became a YouTube member today. Big ups to Step Back. Shout out to you.
Is a man, just so you know, you keep saying he took the MVP from Kobe. Just so you know, James finished second in league MVP votes that year. And I said I didn't mind it. So I just want to make sure.
Yeah, Kobe came fourth. It's only like now that somehow.
Let's make sure that we say that it's not like he robbed him. James came in second that year. That's why, and I still don't mind it. So anyway, Ron, as you were saying.
Adam West said, "Can I be a judge?"
Hell no, not you. Hell no.
Are you going to reveal who the judges are, Ron?
So here's what we're doing. Throughout the regular season, the chat will be the judges. The regular season is just for seeding. Regular season is not all that important. Everybody's going to make the playoffs. But the regular season, the chat will be the judges. Now, when we get to the playoffs, matter? No, you still going to have to. If you can't sway the chat, how you going to sway the judges? Now, when the playoffs come around, the chat will still get a vote as a judge, but there will be other judges as well.
Okay, so now I'm actually more concerned about me winning with the topics I've been given.
Yeah, with Mars said the job is already in.
Knowing how the chat vote, knowing the chat just vote on the side they agree with, and not with actually the better argument. Knowing the sides I've got to argue for. Okay, there's more concern now. Okay, interesting.
Mars, just lay the accent on a little heavier than usual.
I don't know if the accent can win me. One of my topics for sure. I don't even think the accent can save me, if I'm honest. One of my topics for sure.
Mars, the Rob job is already in. Oh
no, I'm gonna beat ZZ. But like when I get like tougher opponents with the chat vote, if you give me some questionable topics again, I'm tough.
Mars, we gotta have faith in the chat. Okay, we gotta have faith in the people.
Chat just vote for the side they agree with. It could be a LeBron Jordan debate. They've already voted for LeBron or Jordan before the debate started. If Chills got Jordan and it was Ticket who had LeBron, the people who had Jordan were just gonna agree with Ticket no matter what he said. The people who had LeBron were gonna agree with Chill no matter what he said. It's not about the debate. It's about the side they agree with. If the argument is KD versus Kawhi, if they think Kawhi, if I'm arguing for KD, nothing I say is going to win that debate for them.
Mars, that was then. Maybe they have grown, Mars. Maybe they have grown in
We'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. If I see someone clearly lose and they win because they have the favorable side of the argument, I'm going to have some concerns.
That's kind of something that we need to see. We need some objectivity.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some major concerns because it's they just be voting for who they agree, what side they agree with, not who makes the better argument. So
there's some people, Mars. There's some people, Mars, that would chase you to say that Manu Ginobili was better than Dwayne Wade, even though it's a legit conversation. It's a legit conversation.
I know TikTok is not gonna like this.
Right at that time, if we're being honest, it was a legit conversation. 100% it was.
Anyone who watches basketball would say it's a legit conversation, but most of TikTok are my age and haven't done their due diligence, so they're just gonna pull up basketball reference. 2-time All-Star, 17 points a game. Dwayne Wade was averaging 27, 6, and 7. I'm not trying to hear that. So I just try not to engage in people who clearly don't watch basketball.
Ronaldo has been a member for 9 months. He said, Ox, did you watch the WNBA All-Star Game? It was lit.
I didn't check the whole game out. I didn't watch a lot. I had to go back and kind of skim through it, watch certain parts, but it was what I expected. And that's why I tell you all that the WNBA is the most prestigious basketball league in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why the WNBA is the best league in the world, because in things like this prove it. It just goes to show you can put your top 12 against the second 12, the third 12, and they can get their ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Enrique. I don't understand why she wasn't on the US. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. Shout out to Angel Reese. She was balling. You know what I mean? And that just goes to show. And she, that's it. That's simple as that. It goes to show why I say that this is the best league in the world.
Ox, I don't know if I like them hunting Kelsey Plum. I don't like that. Like, teams go after her. Specifically go after her.
You gotta hunt somebody, and she's gonna be the weakest link on defense every time.
Yes, they go after her. And I don't care where it is. Like, teams go after her. And the fact that they did that in the All-Star game, even though there is no cause for concern, contrary to what you guys might think, this is, in terms of talent, Team USA is not going to see a better collection of talent than what they saw in the WNBA All-Star game in the Olympics.
They're going to run through the Olympics. They run through the Olympics.
I want to make sure that we clear. They're not going to see enough. Japan doesn't have that. Brazil doesn't have that. Germany doesn't have that.
Is that 7'5" Chinese girl going to play?
I think so.
They might lose. I don't know. They might lose.
They're not.
Brittany Griner at 6'9". She'll be fine. Brittany Griner at 6'9".
But she's young. I think she's only like 15 or 16.
Yeah,
something like that.
I don't think you have to be of a certain age to participate in the Olympics. I've seen like gymnasts.
Well, I don't think she's good enough. China got some ballers. Like, she's not good enough to make that team. I don't know.
You can't just put her on the bench. 7'5".
But you see, in that, did y'all see the difference in that All-Star game in the All-Star game bullshit we had to watch in February?
Well, Cheryl Miller said Cheryl Miller said that I'm just coaching the game. That's, of course, until I find out that the team I'm coaching wants to beat the brakes off these girls. Like, I got to coach.
Come on. They're really playing ball. Shout out to them.
They wasn't playing, Ox. They was like, no, we about to serve these girls. We ain't playing.
One thing I will say about that team though, Chill, like if you can't have like a Kelsey Plum, Diana Taurasi, Sabrina Ionescu lineup. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't ever play together. You know what I'm saying? Against a competitive team. That team is getting.
Why not? Why
they're getting picked on, absolutely cooked.
That's what I was about to ask you. If we maybe took, because when I think about it, Diana Taurasi, she's long in the tooth. Kelsey, she's the weak link on defense. They go after her on the regular.
And Sabrina too. Like Sabrina competes, but she can't guard nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have Jackie out there. Like if Jackie Young's not out there, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't.
Excuse me.
They're getting obliterated on with that lineup.
I want to say a couple things. First off, Team USA lost because Nafisa Collier, arguably their best player, played 3 minutes.
Well, she got that plantar fashion situation.
I'm saying though, she don't play 3 minutes. I don't think they have a problem. Nafisa Collier is that good. If she plays 20 minutes, I think they take care of her. Also, on the flip side, Enrique.
That's easy to say, Ron. That's easy to say, but because
she that filthy. It's just like Team USA without KD. It's
I'm not saying that if KD's playing, that Team USA is just better. You got to think so. If Nafisa's out there, then who comes out the game? Asia, Alyssa, like. Come on, bro. You can't
take Diana Taurasi out the game. Why is Diana Taurasi starting? Why is she playing?
Because Diana Taurasi is not coming out the game. They treat Diana Taurasi like she's God or something with the WNBA. She still got that, bro.
Well, I mean,
I know how you feel. I do know how you feel about that, Ox. I know you over her off the strength that she's over.
Yeah. As far as legacy goes, I understand legacy minutes and legacy this, legacy that, but like, it's not like I feel what you're saying, Ron, but like. They just I don't know. And the thing about it is they got players on that team already that's better than Diana Taurasi. So why wouldn't they take her out the game for them?
I'm just gonna say this. Other than Asia, anybody in the starting lineup can sit down for fee. For Nafisa, anybody can. I don't care. Go down the list.
On the team she's on, not on Team USA.
Yeah, she's on Team USA. Nafisa Collier.
Anybody could sit down for her.
Anybody other than Asia. Hey, I'm not saying she better than Stewie. Stewie can sit her ass down too. And shout out to Stewie. She had 31 and 10.
Stewie and Alyssa not sitting down for Nafisa, and I love Nafisa too.
They not, Ron. Stewie's definitely not.
I know they're not. I'm talking about for me. Me personally, right. Any other than Asia's the one where it's like I can't. It's no way that I could come up with any rationale for her to play over Asia.
You're fired, Ron.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
But those and I feel you with Diana coming up because Ron, like we all know, Asia, Stewie, and Nafisa could all play together. You know what I'm saying? No, those three could play together. You know what I'm saying? Alyssa, like all four of them can play together.
Supposed to be starting at the 3. Right, it's for real supposed to be Chelsea Gray, Jewel Lloyd, Nafisa Collier, Brianna Stewart, and Asia Wilson. That's what the starting five is supposed to be.
Who'd you say? Who'd you say the one? Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I was making sure you said Chelsea. Okay. Yeah, I can get with that. That's a monster. Oh, what's that? That's a bomb squad. Oh my God.
Squad. Mm-hmm.
On the flip side, though, because we do got to move on, even though I hate to move on.
That team beats the hell out the Wizards last year.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh my God.
Wow.
Enrique Agumwale went ballistic. She scored this many points in the first half.
0.
She finished with 34. She put 34 points on the U.S. national team in the second half. Got to give her flowers.
She put 0 on them in the first half.
0. She made up for it in the second half.
She wasn't.
First half, she was a bum.
Yeah.
She wasn't taking them serious.
No, we need some consistency, man. 17 and both halves or nothing at all.
Yeah, but shout out to them. Tonight, actually, the U.S. women's basketball team, they play against Germany. So, assuming we'll talk about it a little bit tomorrow. Shout out to them. Y'all tap in tonight. Moving along, Alan L said, LeBron pretty good at basketball, and we can stop acting as if the world hasn't gotten better in the last 30 years. These teams aren't garbage.
Correct.
I do agree. LeBron is pretty good at basketball.
Yes, he is.
And the world has gone better at basketball. But LeBron is still pretty
good. Rare W from Alan R. Good take, Alan. I'm so proud of you.
Put him down.
Bozo.
Poppy Solo said, why did Gilbert look down on Sudan when he's Cuban? And praise your European, not African descent.
I didn't know he was Cuban. That's news to me.
I didn't know he praises Europeans.
I didn't either.
That's what haters do, man. There's a lot of haters running around the internet, man. And
Gilbert definitely doesn't praise Europeans though.
Anything that's not American, I ain't heard him speak positively.
Anything that's not Gilbert Arenas, he doesn't speak positively. He's just a hater. He's a hater.
Tyler T said, daily reminder, Jokic better, Celtics back-to-back. Hope everyone has a great week, yo.
Thanks, brother. We appreciate it.
Facts.
Poppy Solo with yet another super chat. He said, why do they look down on African talent and praise Europeans?
I mean, I don't think they look well. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just like that ESPN list, which I'm disappointed in you, Ron. For when y'all went through that list and not actually checking out and realizing that the only two continents that didn't have a player on a person in the top 100 athletes. There's 2 continents, and those continents are Antarctica and Africa. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes in Ethiopia and Sudan running real marathons, get with gold medals and marathons, and they're doing that. And not one of them dudes is on the top 100 list. That's why I say it's a big FESPN. You know what I'm saying? Two middle fingers, 2 times. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? You got a dude that drives cars in the top 20, and none of these dudes from Ethiopia and Sudan can get in the top 100 list. The way they're running marathons, and they're winning gold medals in this. And you're telling me the only 2, I'll say it again for y'all, 2 continents that didn't have anybody in the top 100 athletes list, and that's Africa and Antarctica.
And Antarctica's out because ain't nobody down there. So,
no, shout out to my native Antarcticans. You guys need some representation for sure.
Are they watching us down in Antarctica? Are they? Because if they are, shout out to
potentially,
Antarctica.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody was down there.
Who was it? It was recent. Someone just ran a whole marathon in like 2 hours or like under 2 hours or something. Yeah, 2 hours and 3 minutes, or 2 hours and 1 or something. It was something crazy. Like that's worthy of top 100 athlete, man. But is that his name? Kelvin Kipton. Shout out to him. I mean, if anyone can make the list, I mean, run a marathon that fast.
Ron, I don't know how your math works, but to run 2 hours, under 2 hours, 26 miles. That's a 5.5 minute mile on average. For 26
and he just passed away this past year.
Yeah.
So rest
5.5 minutes on the mile on average.
Every mile, like that's okay. That's good.
For 26 miles. Yeah.
That's good if you just run 1 mile. I do that 26 times.
That is crazy.
And this dude out here driving cars. I'm gonna leave it at that.
We need to chill out on my guy Lewis, man.
All right, y'all. Reggie Red said clearly LeBron will be adored if the USA wins gold. But if they don't, who is to blame? Also, mistaken identity and eye test are not the same. Chill.
That's exactly what they are. In fact, it's the exact same thing because your eyes tell you something that's not true. How many times have you guys seen a guy and go, that's not who I thought he was? That's mistaken identity. You identified him as somebody only to find out, nope, that's not who he really is. But your eyes told you something different initially. So that's not true.
Well, if they lose Steve Kerr and Joel Embiid, that's all they're going.
Is Joel going to get the...
It's Steve Kerr and Joel Embiid.
I learned my lesson the last time that happened. Mav Don with the super chat said Luka played good defense every series before the finals. Now Ox want to rewrite history to glaze Braun.
You're rewriting history to glaze your king. That's your king. I hate how y'all act about Luka Doncic. It's really weird. It's weird, bro. Y'all really need to go see somebody about that, bro. Go see a therapist. Talk to somebody. Y'all are sick, bro. Really
Shout
sick.
out to Luka's good defense, man. Shout out to Luka.
I'm serious, and I'm not even playing like it's extremely concerning at this point. Like at first I thought it was just a joke, and now I realize like y'all are really like idolize this dude, and they're like, oh my god, he playing defense. Like you can watch, he doesn't play defense. He's doing this and watching. Doesn't get back. He doesn't hustle. He doesn't try to recover. He puts no second effort in. As far as defense goes, he's a bum. Hear me loud and clear. B-U-M. Bum. Okay, he's a bum. All right. Get over it.
B-U-N.
When you get up off your knees, make sure you wipe your mouth. All right. Shit is weird, bro.
Hey, Smoke, just so you know, Smoke, as physically demanding as it is to drive a car, try running for 2 hours straight without stopping. Try running. And not just running for 2 straight hours without stopping.
Ox, you do know a BUM is better than a BAN.
Bro, what's wrong with you right now, Ron? Are you serious, bro?
Teddy Hart with the super chat.
You always trying to stir up some shit, man.
Teddy Hart with the super chat. Said, have y'all seen the RDC skit about Team USA? Play it, Ron.
Do you have an RD skit, man? RDC skit?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
I'll look into it.
And you know what? On top of that, only a non-athlete will be capping for somebody that drives a car to be an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Like only somebody that's not an athlete will be able to tell me, oh, you know, it's physically demanded in this drive car. Yeah, it's physically demanding to do a lot of things. It doesn't make it an athletic event. All right. Tired of this shit. You got to have quick twitch muscles. You got to have hand-eye coordination. Yeah, well, you know what? I bet if you were playing me in chess, you would think that was hard too. But that's not a sport.
DSG
respect
Piccolo
my chess
said,
athletes, please. Thank you.
DSG Piccolo said, also the WNBA All-Star Game is way better than the NBA one. Why do y'all think that is? That South Sudan line was indeed disrespectful. I agree, Ox. Thoughts on why the WNBA All-Star is better than the NBA All-Star Game?
They still have something to prove. I think they're still in the not infancy, but they're still in the stage where, you know, they're still trying to get more recognition. These guys in the NBA, I mean, the NBA's been around. We're going into year 78 with the NBA, and these guys are already established. The money is already there. There's really no incentive like it is for the WNBA women to play like it is to compete like it is with the WNBA. There's really no incentive to do it, unfortunately, and I hate it.
It's Hack Ira said, what's your thoughts on the Mavs offseason pickups? Clay, Najee, Grimes, and Dinwiddie. Think their floor is third in the West. What's your thoughts on the West? How we feeling about Dallas?
Their floor is third in the West?
I don't think people know what the word floor means.
That means at worst, they're the third worst. Yeah. At worst, they're the third best team in the Western Conference. That's wow as hell right there.
Yeah, I think people misuse the word floor. The floor is they're the worst team in basketball because Luka, Kyrie, and everyone gets injured and they don't win any games. That's the floor. But I think they made good pickups for what their team needs. Mm-hmm. Everyone they got makes sense. Clay makes sense in terms of floor spacing. He's probably he's the best floor spacer you could have got. So you need floor spacing. Klay Thompson's the best thing you can get. For the money you paid for, excellent. Najee Marshall, excellent defender, excellent role player. Can shoot, but picking up 94 feet, excellent in the passing lanes, can pass the ball a little bit too, which like people don't really recognize by him. Quentin Grimes was hurt last year, but the year before, very good defender at the point of attack, can shoot the ball, can also make solid reads as a ball handler himself. And then Spencer Dinwiddie is like a third choice guard. I mean, probably the best you could get at this point anyway. So every pickup makes sense. So yeah, I think they're better than they were 2 months ago, for sure.
These dudes are setting the bar so low. He said, if you try to drive one of those cars, you can end up in the hospital. So anything I do, I can end up in the hospital. It's a sport. You know how much dumb shit I can go outside and do and go to the hospital for it? And that's a sport. He said, oh, they make millions of dollars, so somebody thinks it's a sport. That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all equate money for everything. Anytime somebody makes money at it, that just means, oh my God, they make so much money at it, so it has to be a sport. Y'all need to work, really reevaluate your values, okay?
Was Tony Hawk an athlete?
That's a sport.
Yes.
Oh, that's a sport. That's serious business right there, Mars.
I was just seeing what we're
serious business is he.
That's serious business right there. Tony Hawk wasn't no joke.
Context Clue said, off topic, y'all thoughts on the WNBA All-Star Game if y'all watched it?
We talked about it.
Arike Agumwale is the best guard in the WNBA. That's my thoughts on it.
Respect Jewel Lloyd and stop.
I was about to say, Ron, can you chill out?
She's having a better season than Jewel Lloyd.
She's a bucket getter. I ain't gonna argue that.
Jewel Lloyd's a bucket getter too.
She ain't better than Jewel Lloyd, y'all. No,
Agumwale is outplaying Jewel Lloyd this year.
That's fine. She's not better than Caleb McBride either.
Yes, she is. yeah, she is. Hey, I got big love for Kayla, but yeah, I'll go on like one of them ones. MP13 said, chill, you should be ashamed of yourself. Look at you, punching down on them casuals. You got to give yourself a word cap or something to make it fair.
First of all, I ain't put together this group. Okay, I was not on the selection. I was not, Mars. Don't do that. Do not put me in that, Mars, because I was not. I was not when Selection Sunday came about. I was not a part of teams going where they're going. I was not a part of that. I literally just found out today. All right, this is the crew that I'm up against. So, y'all ain't
Ron, how were the groups decided?
It was the oldest 4 people in the thing got to select who they wanted in their groups.
Ron is lying.
Exactly, I knew it. Exactly.
Wow,
I knew it.
He's lying.
And so,
that is not true. That's a lie.
Sounds believable to me.
In chat, y'all know I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And so the thing about it is,
and chill at first pit.
When it comes to money, some dudes just ain't got no morals. So with that being said, Jack Cody, Dion from Ohio, Hayes, this man down here hand selected y'all.
That's not true.
I wouldn't take it light. I would not take it light. Hey, no pun intended. I would not take it light.
Yeah,
I wouldn't take it at all.
Ron wouldn't lie about that too, so I know that's true. Ron wouldn't lie.
Wow, bro, you have, bro. You. Oh my God, you have no shame, bro.
Zero.
No shame.
Ox.
Oh, and listening to chill and doing that.
Wow.
Yeah, because
I seen Elder Rufus in the chat right there say he didn't get to select who was in his group. You know that's right, because he would for sure wouldn't have picked me.
Nah, but you gotta think about Elder Rufus is not one of the top 4 oldest. He just be tricking you. He not one of the top 4 oldest. That's what that shows. That doesn't prove that online. That just proves that Elder Rufus is younger than you guys think.
Yeah, because you know how
oldest here at PC.
Oh, he picked all of them.
Because you already know how that go, Ron. Because Elder Rufus would have been simply like anybody but Ox. You know, you feel me? Anybody but Ox.
Ox, Mars. I had nothing to do with this. Ron is lying to you guys.
I don't know what to tell you, though. So you're telling me the host would lie to us?
To your face, right? In court.
I don't believe it.
In court with his hand up. He is lying to you guys. I had nothing to do with this. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't think Ron would lie about that.
100%, Mars. He is lying to you guys. He is.
Okay.
Moving along, Neo Weeb said, "Hey Ron, do a spinneroonie real quick."
I don't know what that means.
Nice.
I don't either.
Yeah, do a 360, Ron.
Yeah, I'm not doing no spinneroonie. But thank you, Neo Weeb. Brax the Bandit. Oh damn. Said, where does the line stop for who you are not signing? For who you are not signing their sibling?
Well, it has to be somewhere above LaMelo Ball because LiAngelo is not on the Hornets. So the line has to be above LaMelo.
Right. And J.R. Smith, his brother, didn't make the crew.
Yeah, he was there for what, a game?
Yes.
He was there for like a week or something.
Right.
Did Marcus T get some NBA run?
Yeah, Marcus was in the league, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How long?
Not with Jeff, though.
Right.
How long was he in the league? I want to say he was in the league. Like, consistently, I want to say he was there for at least back-to-back years.
Right. His name is Marquise or Marcus?
Marquise.
Okay.
I think it's Marquise, yeah. Somewhere above LaMelo, I think gets you a roster spot in the league. So
Marcus FRM 626 said, Ant's the main character now for USA, Ox. LeBron and Steph just the old OP characters.
Well, if that's the case, don't be calling for Uncle Brian to save your ass when you're getting kicked like that again. If you want to be the main character, then be the main character all the way through.
Brooke had Robin on the Bucks recently, but I don't know if that was because of Brooke.
He played a lot of years in the league, though. Brooke did.
Yeah, he was there on his own merit.
Robin, I mean,
the last couple years, yeah, maybe those two. I don't know.
Alan L said the bias towards the 90s is like crack. I swear. L crack and L-Ox.
Crack.
You started off so good.
Why is it L crack? What crack did?
I tried to tell y'all like crack is bad, but it's not as bad as cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If you smoke a cigarette, you might as well smoke crack.
Christopher D said Barkley is one of the worst defenders and worst three-point shooters I've ever seen. And that's the guy that led the 92 team in scoring.
Yeah, see? And that's what I'm saying. If you even if you can't shoot long ball threes, you can still score, guys.
The issue is Barkley didn't know he couldn't shoot. That man was shooting way too many threes for how good he was at shooting threes. But shout out to Charles Barkley.
Highlight Life Sports and Gaming's been a member for 4 months. He said Spinneroonie equals Booker T looking at. Got you.
Lightweight, Ron. I can see the resemblance.
Shout out Booker T. Sean Kane said, where the energy for KD, Kawhi get killed when he's injured?
What do you mean, where's it?
Are we gonna act like we don't understand that there's a difference between Kawhi injuries and KD injuries?
We can't.
Okay. I guess. Okay, yeah.
There's no way we can act like that.
Yeah, I mean, they're not the same person. Like,
not even close to the same. Kawhi.
If Jokic gets injured versus Joel getting injured, guess which one's going to be deemed as more serious? It's that simple.
Kawhi has a condition. Those two things are not the same.
Are y'all surprised though that KD and Joel are still sticking around and not like giving those roster spots up to other guys that are healthy and ready to play?
I'm surprised that it's even their choice. Like with
Joel
Embiid, I'm surprised Philly didn't get on a plane soon as Leonard got the motion to come on. I'm surprised Philly didn't go get him.
Yeah, and I understand too. Obviously, like. Because I guess there's the rules that the team can't technically make you come, but I'm surprised they didn't strongly suggest like Joel, come on. Let's go.
If I was Philly, I'd be doing everything in my power.
I'm not surprised about KD though. KD a hooper. Like I don't think KD mama couldn't stop him from hooping. His wife couldn't stop him from hooping. Only thing that's gonna stop KD from hooping is what it is right now. KD hooping.
Facts.
DSG Piccolo just sent through a super chat and said Ron was a five-time WCW champion back in the day.
You nice like that, Ron?
Hey, I could tell you the folk tales and all of that good stuff. I could run you through the whole resume, but we don't got enough time for that. But yes, it's cold like that. Reggie Red said, Ron, let me be a judge.
Reggie Reg.
I might have to put together a little a list so you guys can sign up to be judges. Ox, maybe Mike can enter that.
Mike can't enter in nothing, man.
Cameron said, how big is the gap from 92 Jordan to players on USA?
How far behind them is he? He better than like Derek White. So.
Relax, Ox. We're not doing that. Relax, Ox.
You don't think he's better than Derek White?
I do think he's better than Derek White.
Barely, though. Barely.
You were saying it like you disagreed. I was confused. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, cool.
Reggie Red
he might be better than Tyrese Halliburton. That's what
maybe. He might be. And it's a conversation between him and Drew Holiday. It's not clear. It's a conversation between
I'll give him Hallie. Drew.
Troll alert.
Woo. Reggie Red said also Daly sat Jordan against the select team.
No, Jordan was load manager. That's what it is.
Money said, I got Dion beating Chill in game 7. LeBron debate.
Give Dion a LeBron topic, he might win.
Cultured Son. Oh, yeah, we're stacking the deck for Dion. All LeBron topics. Cultured nice. Saunders said, my bad, Ron. I'm having a hard time typing today.
I'm cultured, man.
Cultured Saunders said, nah, Ron gave Chill an easy lick. Oh, dub host.
This isn't going to be as easy as you guys think it is.
That says a lot about you, but okay.
Grizz12 said Jalen or Gilbert. Who wins the biggest bigot? The biggest bigot battle? Certified Casual said Steve Kerr got them. Steve Kerr got them looking a lot like the Warriors. Oh, chat, you guys are y'all are undefeated. I love you guys.
I love the chat.
With all my heart, I love you guys. I swear I do. Hey, keep going, chat. That's all I gotta say. Z6 BCM said, "Can AD get some damn credit?"
AD a good basketball player.
Not against Carmelo, he can't.
Rambo E 1996 said, "Y'all keeping the same energy if KD or Steph do it?"
Do what?
Guess we'll never know.
Yeah, I'm keeping the same energy for sure.
Last and final super chat of the day is from Mo. He said, "First super chat, dub me and dub show."
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Wow, Ron. First super chat read last.
That's
You saved the best for last.
That's crazy. Right. Shout out to Mo, man. Moby showing his solidarity for James Harden in the chat. I'll be seeing it. He's James Harden's biggest fan. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Mo. Shout out to everybody. Like the video on the way out. Open Gym is next. Make sure you like that video on the way in, and we will be back tomorrow to talk everything Summer League.
Later.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Ron, you shouldn't have left last night, bro.
Sounds like it got wild. Woo!